Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let me make sure things are looking all right. Yeah, just give me some little bit. Just looking through the videos that I have lined up. I have way too many this time. I said it would be chill because I don't really have anything in particular. Oh, you're not back at your place? Nice. You just came back from swimming? I just got reminded. I've mentioned like a few times on my I mentioned a few times on my stream that I wanted to look at yeah. Well, oh no. Oh, she's got COVID. Oh well then. That's unfortunate. Well, nowadays it's no different from regular flu, so you don't have to worry about that. I mean, granted, I've had it in its much less severe form at least once, and it only lasted like a few days. No, the first time I got infected, I was out for like a month, and I had to subsist off of protein shakes among other things. Every time I would try to get up and move, I could feel my body just aching and shaking and all that. It was ugh. And then the second time, it was obviously much less severe, and so it only lasted a few days. Oh, you haven't had it yet? I remember when my mom first got it, she was having trouble breathing. And then I remember when my dad got it, he had to get an inhaler. And then obviously, now my other siblings have gotten it, but obviously the symptoms are much more severe the older that you get. Kids didn't really get too bad of symptoms, but you know. But hopefully she'll be doing better. But yeah, what I was going to say is that I've made mention a few times on the stream that a YouTuber named Nobody Daxian was going to upload a supercut of their heavily modded Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough, and he uploaded it earlier today. I might dedicate a large portion of the Wednesday's stream to it, because I'd rather have a stream that's just dedicated to it. It's like, the supercut is over an hour long, and we're just going to use that as just for laughs more than anything else. Oh, you had it 2 years ago, and it was the first time, and then 2004. Okay, I see. I had it in 2023, 2024. Why did I say 2004? No, yeah, I had it 2021. It was April of 2021. I distinctly remember it being April, because it was around the time that a Vocaloid song was going to get removed. And I wanted to make sure that I got it, or got a decent score on it before its removal. And literally, like, the day after that is when I started getting the COVID symptoms, and I was like, oh, at least I don't have to worry about it. Again, no, I distinctly remember. Yeah, it was April. Yeah, it was a Vocaloid song called Hokago Stride, or After School Stride. They ended up removing it from the game in 2021, along with a whole bunch of other Vocaloid songs as well, along with like a few miscellaneous others, I think. Yeah, you should probably get yourself tested. Yeah, in my case, I would have to get myself tested if I had to stay home from work or anything for an undetermined amount of time. But, you know. But at least in that case, I'd get a few days off, even if the first of those days off is very, very uncomfortable. But thankfully, the second time I had it, it was only like, no, when I get those types of fevers, I guess, it's like I usually have trouble falling asleep. I get like shaking and chills and stuff, and I have trouble falling asleep, and I wrecked my finger earlier today, and it's wrapped around in a whole bunch of bandages. I was trying to remove some panels in the bakery proofer, and there's these little fans that spin. There's these little fans that are within it that I guess spread the water vapor out. My finger accidentally ran into them, and it hurt really bad. And it kind of split and from what I could tell, it kind of split my nail open. And it was painful, like, and it still kind of hurts. I mean, it took like several minutes for the pain to like really subside, but right now it's like covered in a whole bunch of stuff. It's got covered in like some gauze, a little bandage, and a little rubber protective thingy. God damn it, no. And that was after I had accidentally cut that same finger when I was trying to clean a knife off. It was one of those big, I don't really know what the types of knives are. It's like a really big, not a bread knife, but it's used yeah, I had cut that same finger. It was a pretty deep cut as well, and it was bleeding quite a bit, and I had to cover that up. And yeah, but now this is literally adding, and it literally, not even literally, just you've heard of adding insult to injury. Well, I just added injury to injury, which makes me wonder if I could get some workman's comp, which I don't really know how workman's comp would work in this kind of situation. I mean, it was an accident. The thing that I was trying to pull off was stuck. So I wonder if maybe that's grounds for workman's comp. But it hurt. It hurt really bad. Like, I don't think I've ever had my hand or any of my fingers slam into a fan blade. It's like a small one. It's like the fan itself is like the size of my hand already, but it hurt. Just, oh my god. Yeah, and it took me like 30 minutes or something. It took me, yeah, and the reason I had to open it is because the thing was flooding again, even though we just had it fixed, which implies that the little pipes at the bottom needed to be screwed in properly because, of course, they're just leaking. And so, yeah, and it still kind of hurts, especially if I press on it a little. I'm gonna keep this thing on for now. I know that these types of wounds heal better when they're like exposed to the air, because that's how you get like the scabbing and stuff. But yeah, your mom tested positive and you were still in bed at the time. Well, be sure to steer clear in that case. So yeah. Hopefully some others will show up. Apparently, there was some major news that happened earlier today. I could probably discuss it with anyone else if they're able to join, but I don't really have anything to talk about until then. I'm hoping that Jackal shows up, because he's usually on top of that kind of thing. But basically, apparently, the supreme leader of Iran was killed in an airstrike, which I do have at least a few things to say about that. Granted, it's not really that much to say, but if yeah, were you in like a local newspaper or something like that? But yeah, because I know that I have like a tab up that features some videos about what happened with Iran, which we could look at depending on who shows up. If Jackal shows up, he'll probably want to talk about it. But yeah. Yeah. Do you mean in a local newspaper? Just ask. I'm asking for in news, really. Well, was it a local, like where you live, or is it like? I'm guessing whatever newspaper around there is showing off whatever accolades you have. At least I'm assuming that's the case. Personal accolades or something else. Like, I'm surprised in a newspaper of all things. I mean, younger generations don't really look at newspapers like anymore. We usually just go on the internet and get news that way. But obviously older generations are still going to have newspapers. Okay, so it's a local thing, I'd imagine. But yeah, I haven't seen like newspapers in like a long time. I can't even remember. Like, there was a point in time where there would be like a newspaper in a little plastic bag on the driveway or in the front door, and it's like, I can't remember when that stopped happening. I know that there are some people that, obviously I mentioned earlier, that some people still get newspapers and stuff, like, namely older generations, but that's about it. I don't really have anything else that's worthy to talk about. The only videos that I have are really just miscellaneous, just chill vids, more than anything else. There's nothing really that heavy. Although, whether or not I am able to... Although what matters is whether or not I'm able to comment on them. Like, what I want to do, I want to finish the Snapcube, Sonic dubs real quick, since we're only like halfway done with one, and like 3/5 of the way done with the other. And I figured that that would be a good way to at least warm up. And then after that, there's another little thing that we could react to, along with various other things. But let's go ahead and just get warmed up with that for now. Yeah, we're just gonna do some basic stuff. It's not really I don't really have anything else. I'm gonna finish this up real quick. If I can maneuver... Actually, let me put... I'm trying to get my keyboard, so that way I have easy access to it, so that I don't have to extend my hand. Yeah, I gotta be careful with how I move around my fingers and stuff, because it hurts. So, yeah, let's go ahead and finish this. Let's go ahead and finish this up. I might speed it up a little so that we don't take too much time. And then we can look at some actual videos to react and comment on.
So I said, why the long face? You get it? Cause anyway, so well, you're playing too. Oh.
That's not very funny, Amy. Honestly, you probably should like keep your day job or pick a new career. I don't think stand-up comedy is really your thing.
Is it?
Oh.
I don't know. That was a pretty long mouth gesture.
Fuck! I should marry a...
I almost spilled my drink. Give me a moment while I clean this up. God damn it! No, if it's not one thing, it's another. No, and I need these pants to last another day. Yeah, now it's getting everywhere. Give me one moment. No, this reminds me of when I did a stream a while ago. It was supposed to be a try not to laugh stream where I have water in my mouth and I try to keep it in there, but you can't exactly do something like that with a VTuber model. And the long story short, there was water everywhere after I spit it out laughing, so... But here, I'm not doing anything like that, although I probably should again at some point, but at least not until I'm more popular. God damn it, why is it everywhere? I'll deal with it. Okay, here.
A very handsome and wealthy man who has stock in the diamond and ring business? There is!
Hey, what's up, good looking? Also, hi Amy, I haven't
Oh lord, did he say that about Tails?
seen you since 1907.
1907? 1907?
Don't touch me, harlot!
Can you guys like stop having relationship issues while I'm on the phone with my dentist?
What? Where did the dentist come from?
I'm out of here, bye.
Mr. President, you have a dentist appointment at 7.
Nice voice. Oh my god, the people. This Mac.
That's my favorite song.
Also, you can barely hear anything.
So cancel that dentist appointment. I don't need to get my teeth done.
I'm taking over the universe. I'm taking over your world. I'm taking your TV. I'm glitching it. They call me the glitch. Do you know why they call me the motherfucking glitch?
Okay, I've never heard him be called the glitch.
Glitch the TV's out. I'm taking the world by storm. I'm gonna drop my newest album, Crackin' Eggs.
What, cracking eggs? I almost thought he said cracker heads.
Cracking eggs.
Cracking eggs.
Hi, Mr. President! We need your help! Some masked villain named the Glitch is taking
Sonic,
over the
my
system.
long-lost lover. It's...
Yes.
What? Hey,
What?
I told you not to bring that up anymore.
So they were involved at some point. Did they get swifty together?
I'm putting that behind me, Mr. President. Now stop it and let's focus on business. Tails, what you got?
Sonic, I found this like used copy of Sims 4.
Oh, let's go.
What?
Are we gonna have to play The Sims at some point?
That's the least best Sims game, but I'll take
Is
it anyway.
it?
Come on, let's go.
Wait for me.
Wait, come back.
Does Snap Cube like The Sims?
Honey!
Nice voice.
How the fuck did we get to Egypt?
It's a big triangle or something.
That's a big I'll be over here making giant triangular structures for no reason because it makes me happy.
I don't know. What's on the top there?
I don't know, but I'm gonna punch it. That's what I do.
Yes.
Anyway, what are you gonna do, Pink?
Hey, don't be so mean to Amy, okay? She's literally just standing there. You just are very aggressive and you lash out when you get upset and you're confused. I promise everything will be explained.
No!
All right, I've got my jet. Let's go.
We don't have a jet. I'm gonna go in there first and you guys back me up, okay? Okay?
Nope, I'm
Do
going.
you guys hear me? Hey,
I'm just trying to get a feel for this door. I think it's made.
it's made of wood, Tails. There's nothing else to get a feel
How was it wood? I thought the pyramids were made of stone.
of. It's wood and paint.
Actually, it's a really low-res JPEG.
What?
It's a-
What's a JPEG?
What's a do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I'm just trying to get a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
Stop speaking witch.
Hey, bitches!
Oh, that's what a friend of mine said when I described the 6 types of quarks in quantum mechanics. They are up, down, bottom, top, strange, and charmed. And they said that it sounded like witchcraft.
Didn't expect to see me.
Hey, what's going on, Eggman? Some weird guy named the Glitch.
Sonic, I've had enough. You took my wife, you fucked my crops. I'm taking it.
he poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague onto our houses.
Life. And the Chaos Emeralds.
The sound
What?
effects.
So, what? Why is NASA there?
Why is NASA here?
I'm so confused.
I gotta get on that plane.
Oh no!
It's a plane. It's not a rocket ship. It's a plane.
It's an ancient Egyptian space shuttle.
Yeah, I mean, people have been wondering what's in the pyramids for a long time, and this pretty much settles it.
Hey, this is like what George Lucas was talking about with like rhymes in cinema, like how the beginning of the one.
And he got disqualified. Disqualified. The heads have disqualified Principal Vagina.
Can I just
Rocket
real
at
quick
the
say
end.
that I never got to play this game, and everything that's happening is new to me, and my mind can't connect.
Oh right.
I'm in the same boat.
It's
I have
so
no
epic,
fucking
right,
clue what's
Alfred?
up.
Did someone drop the emeralds again?
It wasn't me, I swear.
Hey, Sonic, I have a question. Since I'm literally 5, can you please explain to me how you fuck crops?
That's a real good question. Eggman no something
I
something.
didn't want to have to explain that to you, Tails. I didn't wanna.
Oh no, so Tails just got the talk on how to do it with plants.
Where's my hand?
Please.
Now you're scarred for life, and I'm gonna have to take you to therapy, and it's just.
Yeah, I think I need some help now.
After you explain how to fuck plants, I think I'm a veggie.
I didn't expect that to be exactly how you explained it, but then after you explained it, it made so much sense that that's exactly how that would work. But now I'm wondering why the fuck would you do that?
Well, it's a personal choice, and I'll thank you not to judge me for it.
Okay.
Amy, shut up right now.
You see, when a hedgehog and a vegetable love each other very
I'll
much.
shut your mouth right now. We are not opening up that can of worms. Okay, Tails, you go find Dr. Glitch.
Glitch.
Okay, I think I found him. He looks like he's somewhere inside. There's a flashing pink thing. I don't
There's a-
really know.
We need to find our way down the thermal coils to the nuclear reactor. Once we implant the emerald into the reactor, it will overload the system.
Okay, but I really just want to hold on to this very shiny object. It's really.
It's a very shiny.
Ooh, shiny.
I was thinking I was gonna give it to my mom for her birthday,
But no, we have to use.
but I guess if we have to put it inside a nuclear reactor, that's what we have to do.
We're gonna have to find a new gift for her mom.
So here, Sonic, you take.
His mom. Why the hell would
Okay,
I
run
say?
real
At
fast.
least we found some use for this piss rock.
Piss-
I'm out of here. See you later. Man, it's so handy that you can read, Tails.
Oh lord.
So wait, I had to put the what in the what now?
Yes. You put you put your dick in the pussy. That's what you do.
To put it in the nuclear reactor. Put the piss rock
Huh?
in the nuclear reactor.
What?
He got disqualified in Butterfly. Oh no.
What did you just say to me? Put the what in the what?
I just Eguman no something something.
I see we meet again for the last time.
But
For the first
this
last time.
time we're in space. I don't know how the fuck I got here, to be honest with you.
I don't know
Yes, Knuckles versus Rouge in space.
how the fuck I'm breathing, to be honest. Ah!
So, do you want to, like, go get coffee later? Maybe? Me and my 1 polygon boobs?
Yes,
They're my favorite polygon.
I saw Big.
I did it.
What did you do?
Knuckles. Knuckles, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, did you not consent to me saving your life?
No, I did.
Oh,
I
no.
just
I'll push you back down. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You're not listening to me. I wanted to say I'm sorry for the way that I've acted.
The No. What the hell are you doing, Big?
Big, what are you doing back there, dude?
That's a real good question.
Don't even look at me.
Who are you talking to? Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm super high right now.
I bet she is. I could see it in her eye. Well, actually, she's got the weed crystals right here.
Weed.
Weed!
Yeah. Just for you.
Oh my god, the guys in the background are just having the time of their life.
That's right, everybody. It's your favorite boy.
Get the fuck out, or I'm gonna shoot Amy in the fucking face. I swear to God, I'll shoot you, bitch. Get out. I will
The voice actor trying so hard not to laugh.
pop.
Don't gamble my life for a piss rock.
Will you pop this piss rock?
Put the piss stone down right now. You know what piss rocks does to your bling.
Wait, what do piss rocks do to his bling?
I like what it does to my Eggman.
I'm resisting the urge to make an R. Kelly joke because I don't think that I'm pretty sure such a joke would be in poor taste.
And you know what? That's what's gonna give me the strength to get through this and get. Whoa!
Sonic!
You thought you were gonna escape, and I knew you were gonna fart in here, so I had to put up the fucking seal.
This is all to prevent him from farting.
Whoa!
Sonic!
Talk about a low-budget flight. Piss rock, I pray unto you this day. You would protect me from my sins, transgressions.
Now, I will control the universe, and everyone will be able to watch Splatoon 2 Let's Plays by
Splatoon 2 Let's Plays
Eggman.
by Eggman.
Get in the fucking room.
Shoot me, you fucking coward. Do it. You won't. I have no reason to live anymore now that Sonic is gone and my piss rock.
Forget Sonic.
I'm going to make sure that you watch my Vine compilations, and I'm gonna make you parachute, little rodent.
I will never watch
To
your Vine compilations because they suck. You pick all the bad Vines.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna hang out in the corner here.
the only one that I could ever well, I remember the one that's one of the most iconic vines is the free Shavakadu.
Watch. Just don't shoot me.
My Funyun rings. I'm taking the.
I mean, there is that one animation, you might know which one I'm talking about, where every time you collect a ring, Sonic gets bigger. So, implying that they are onion rings, but Funyun rings, that seems to make sense.
Give me those
back to
onions.
me.
Nom, 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 nom,
I'm going to
nom,
kill
nom,
you.
nom, nom, nom.
No.
No!
Onions now, Eggman.
Tails, listen to me. I know who your mother is.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
They're enjoying themselves so much.
Am I in Halo?
Knuckles, here's your bitch bag.
Thanks, Jesus.
One bitch fresh off the presses. What's up, Knuckles?
I just
Rock
realized.
saved me. And now I'm all dizzy.
I'm too high for this shit. I can't.
Oh God, please.
I can't. Are you
Here.
Amber?
No, I'm like a high equivalent. Anyway,
What?
Is he high? Is he high off piss?
so what's going on with Eggman? What did he do? Did he make everybody watch
Yes, Sonic 2 XL. I'm pretty sure it's that one.
Splatoon Let's Plays or something?
Everybody at home, are
Hey,
you getting this right
This
now?
looks really delicious. I feel like I could eat this.
Oh no.
Sonic,
Okay.
no,
So he just enjoys being peed on.
you're
do that.
joking. Whatever. Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me if there was something like that on DeviantArt.
Welcome to the Funland.
Oh,
Welcome to Funland, Sonic.
Welcome to Funland.
2 tickets to ride on the fuck you train.
oh, sweet. Is there a cart? Wait,
Wait.
Ferris wheel is what I meant. I almost said
It's pronounced GIF.
cartwheel. This
The creator said so.
piss rock does crazy things to you. Ever seen one like this before?
Oh, you know I have, Sonic. You know I've seen my fair share of piss rocks.
So these are just a regular thing.
let's
You
start
said that
running.
really sensually.
A very sensual being, a hopeless romantic, if you will.
I
You see
see.
is what you get. Just a guy who loves piss rocks
Well, at least he's being honest.
and adventure. I'm gonna run now.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna get faster than you.
No, I'm faster than you, actually. I did
No,
the
I'm
math.
faster
I'm
than
pretty
you.
fast.
It's part of my
See,
name.
look, I'm faster.
Sonic.
Ow.
part of my
First
name.
First
Fast
of all,
man hedgehog.
rude.
Sonic Fast Man.
This is still just like Dragon Ball Z.
Bam, 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 bam,
Is
bam,
it like
bam,
Dragon
bam,
Ball?
you know how
I
it
don't
goes.
recall Goku and Vegeta ever running along
Just
this.
like Dragon Ball Z. Did you ever watch that one episode of Dragon Ball Super where? And then I said, "Hey, give me back my lettuce."
What kind of list
What the
was
hell
it?
are they
Is it
talking
nice
about
from
now?
Santa Mofo?
No, I said lettuce.
Ah.
Were you even listening? At all?
No, the glitch.
The
The
glitch.
glitch.
No, when they kept calling him the glitch, I kept thinking of Wreck-It Ralph.
I didn't take my Claritin XD.
Should have taken Dayquil.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's that. But now let's finish up the final story. Too fast. Wait, fast, uncool. Hey there, Rhodey. I'm just warming up.
Like that.
We're finishing these from the other night. So that way we can actually move on to some more pertinent shit.
There.
Creators tears. What the fuck is this?
Maria,
Princess
it's
of
the
the end of the
world
world.
the truth about 50 years ago.
Finally.
Okay,
know-
let's go. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah.
What? My news are up. My Twitter logged on, and my boners are turned off.
What did he just say? Did he just say his boners are turned off? Or did I mishear that?
I'm gonna fuck. What the hell is going on? Who is this?
It's Theodore Roosevelt.
Daddy?
Daddy?
Daddy, is that you?
Oh no. Oh. Let me guess, he's gonna show off his nudes.
As you were destroyed, and as you see my son's Tetris dick, I will make sure that every waking moment, until the very last, is the last thing that you will ever breathe. Make sure.
Whoa. The last thing I breathed to be pie.
You
Oh.
done did it now. I'm so sick. My father's
I'm
here.
so sick of fucking your wife.
Okay, so everyone fucked Eggman's wife?
She's a tired old hag.
Oh no.
Wait. Where
You're not.
am I?
Man, we can make amends.
Shut up, fuck up. Shut up, fuck up.
Oh my god.
Everybody's fucked my wife.
Okay, so it's true.
Yeah, but we can fix it, I promise.
He's trying. The voice actor tried so hard not to laugh.
Just join us.
No, I'm divorcing her ass. I'm throwing your ass in the garbage. I'm throwing all your asses in the garbage. I'm taking your CDs and weed.
I'm not really sure what this says. I can only read basic English.
Just. They said that. Oh my god. Wait, no, I need to hear the rest of this. Lonely.
Maria.
The way they said destroy.
Maria.
Prototype. Arc. What that?
They
all
fucked my wife.
vanished.
The animals fucked my wife, and then everybody fucking left because the fucking ship was gonna be destroyed. She was able to escape because I decided
Oh my
that
God.
I would be able to pleasure her in such an intense way that I would be able to finally fucker, but it didn't happen because she decided to become a furry fucker and fuck the whole Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow team, which didn't even fucking matter since it went into a new arc, and then she fucked the world.
Then she fucked. He's fucking crashing out about the state of his wife. Apparently, she be doing what Rick Sanchez did in that one episode where he fucked a planet, but no, wait, and it wasn't even Rick's kids.
Her next target, because her juicy was not even placed enough, so she had to hoe herself out and be the biggest slut that you've ever seen the world.
What?
It's going to be destroyed right now.
So he's gonna destroy the world because his wife is a harlot.
You shouldn't talk about your wife that way.
I don't give a flying fuck. That bitch can fuck off and divorce her ass 3 hours ago. I'm so sick. My body's doing things. That thing. And you over there, shut up. You take off my pants.
Oh no. Oh hell no. So now he's gonna fuck everybody?
You want to see some weird shit?
Oh no. And Tails is allegedly 5.
Man, you need to calm down.
I'm being calm all the goddamn time.
Now he's and now he has an
I
accent.
want to live my life, and you. I'm so sick of you.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we won, everybody. We broke him. Fine.
Yes.
All right, do we get to have a big furry orgy now?
Oh hell no.
Okay, everybody, let's stop talking about his dick, okay? It looks like all Tetris pieces at once. Thumbs up. To make a long fucking story short, I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my
ass.
Koroni. I don't. What is he doing with jelly beans up his arse?
What? I feel like there's a pervert here.
Oh no. Oh right, because he fucked his wife.
Nope. Nope. Wait. I knew it. I'm the pervert.
Okay.
Hooray! Okay. Hey, Shadow.
Hey Shadoo.
Thinking about?
What you doing?
Thinking about peeing on the world.
Oh, again with this.
More than anything that I've ever thought about my
That's right. He's been holding it in for so long.
entire life. Just imagine it. Warm liquids.
I have a story for you. When I was a little girl, I used to wet the bed, but that didn't mean it was my bed, because I was a renter. I
Okay.
started renting my first apartment when I was 6 years old, because I'm a self-sufficient woman, and my mom kicked me out for being far too obnoxious, and that's why I am the true owner of the world. That's right. All of that you see before you, everything the piss touches, that is your kingdom.
What is she even saying at this point? She rented an apartment when she was 6 because her mom kicked her out for being something. And that's why she owns the world. And that's because the world is his.
You, my son, shall go forth and inherit it.
Oh my lord.
I promised to Maria that I would pee on everything on Earth. Wait, did I just cry?
Well,
Did I?
no, hang on, that's not what I saw in the flashback.
That's not.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna go pee now.
You know what's funny about this?
What?
Supersonic.
Oh shit.
Oh, stop.
Man, those balls sure are shaking.
The hell is he talking about? Oh my god.
I've seen something like that before, but only, in certain circles.
Perfect. Yeah.
No, Lord of mercy. I don't want to see
Go on,
that.
touch him.
Yeah, me too.
You shall revel in nothing but destruction. Shadow could have been a true beast, and now you shall die.
Okay, so it talks now.
That's actually the story.
Is that?
Is it?
I'm going to vor you in my mouth.
Oh my god, it doesn't end.
No, listen, brother, I'm not into this.
the Funyuns. Come here.
Oh, the Funyuns.
They're my Funyuns. Why do they taste like cherries, brother?
Cherry Funyuns, is that? It wouldn't surprise me if cherry Funyuns was a thing.
But you're going to taste delicious. Now come into my maw.
I'm going to grind on you.
No.
I'm going to...
My button.
My...
That's right.
My button.
I'm going to take all those ropes you have, and I'm going to make sure there's some knotting going
Brother, I
on.
need
Oh, I know what he
you to
means.
stop trying to hit me. Brother, you've reset my voice module button, brother.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh no.
Well,
gave
time
birth.
to use these bowels to get up there.
These bells.
No, not my babies.
What the fuck?
There's only one more baby for me to dispose of.
Oh no.
Oh my god, that was the hottest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, good Lord, Knuckles. Shut up.
I know, it was crazy.
What is this?
It's a pad of some kind.
It's a pad.
Looks like a butt.
It look, shut up, Knuckles.
Right, Sonic, let's touch dicks.
No.
Right. And as we know, my dick is on my hand.
You know what? That's not even worth the soundboard.
And then they jerk off.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, no.
What are we doing?
Oh my god, even the hand, stop. Stop.
Whoa! Oh,
There's no way.
Sonic, do you like getting peed on?
Shut up.
I do.
Stop.
Good news for you.
Of course. Why would that just be a reference to Super Saiyan when it's really just piss?
Whoa, Shadow, you're dehydrated, buddy.
Oh, is that what that is?
A little bit.
What have you been drinking?
Oh, I get it.
I have a question for both of you.
What's up?
If I gave Shadow 15 apples, and then Amy gave Shadow another 16,
Duh.
and Tails took away 3,
I'd have to pay attention to that.
my question is, what's the total mass of the sun?
So we have to find out how if each of these characters had different apples, you have to use those to determine the mass of the sun. Is that what I'm getting at?
Obama told me it's 3.
Did you say Obama told me it's 3?
You figured it out!
Nice.
Why does it sound like he's getting farther away?
Oh.
This is stupid.
This
This is incredibly dumb.
This was incredibly dumb.
We have to do it together.
Let's blow up the moon.
Let's blow it up.
Wait, hold on.
I thought we already blew up the moon.
It's no moon, that's a space station.
Nice reference.
Yeah, the moon was pissed on.
I also love Star Trek. Well, good thing all of Sonic's friends were on that ship. Bye.
Yep. See ya.
I'm dead for real, I promise.
I'm dead for real.
Shadow didn't deserve to die for his piss.
Yeah, he did.
But here we
Yeah,
are.
he did.
Are you sure about that?
All of you are responsible. He was a good man with a good heart.
And you all killed him.
Take this ring in remembrance of him.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay.
Please do. I mean,
Please.
you can eat it if you want, but I guarantee that that's not gonna be
It's Rouge. Don't
partake of the ring.
question it.
Thank you,
Think of
Hedgehog
me.
Jesus.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't that mean he's gonna come back to life at some point?
Ah, that piss-loving son of a bitch, I'll miss him.
Oh, miss him.
Tails, hand me another drink.
I think you need a therapist and not a bottle.
I think you need to shut your mouth with your 3 tails.
3 tails.
9-tailed fox Naruto looking motherfucker. Woo! Got him!
The hell is he even
God, I wish
talking
that were
about?
me.
Now that all this piss and scaly porn's going on,
Oh, hell no.
you wanna, I don't know,
What?
get high or something? Behind the
Oh,
Denny's?
I thought you'd
At the Denny's.
never ask.
Yeah.
It has to be at it has to be at the Denny's, Applebee's, Max.
Yumi Komatani. He knows what's up.
Guys.
Wait, did it just did it just read one of the names?
Ask.
Fumie Komatani.
Yumi
Okay, that's just racist.
Komatani. He knows what's up.
Guys, I gotta tell you something.
What?
Eggman, stop, okay? You've been broken ever since you spent 3 years in that building.
Sonic,
What?
catch up on that! Catch up on that D!
Shut up.
No.
My
you can't,
shoes,
okay?
my shoes and my reflection are opaque mine.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but that's fine. All right, everybody. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna go to Chipotle. I'll see y'all later.
Let's go.
Bring me back a burrito.
Nope. If you want something,
You get
go
it?
Get it yourself.
Yeah, go get it yourself, you lazy ass bitch.
buddy.
Okay, that was all right. Yes, that was brilliant and that was beautiful, and we take those. Yes. Okay. Dang it! I forgot to thumbs up the other one. All right. What are the other things that I wanted to look at? I have quite a few things that we could look at. Some of them are a few of them, like a handful of them, are gaming related, but then they're well. Actually, most of these are gaming. Yes, it was awesome. Yes. Most of these are gaming related. The only one here among the tabs that's not is this Geography Now video about the Caucasus Mountains. But, I want to let me watch something that I can actually comment on instead of just having some lulls. I wanted to look at this video about the state of DDR in 2026. After being stuck inside during a freezing blizzard, they decided to make yet another video in a mere 3 days. This one's only 10 minutes long. I might upload this on possibly Tuesday. If it's going to be small and short, sweet, to the point, so to speak. Unless, yeah, I have one other video lined up, so I'm set for the next week. So let's go ahead and then, well, I can comment quite a bit on the state. Yeah, it's March here as well. It's March 1st here as well. But I can comment on this. I can comment quite a bit on the state of DDR just in general. So let's go ahead and see if this guy has anything of note that I might have missed at some point.
2026! Now, last year
Oh yeah, this was on the side of the recommendations. For some reason, the Cory in the House game is mentioned.
I made a video about the state of DDR in 2025. And actually, surprisingly...
Oh yeah. Oh, you see all these little decals? They're so expensive. I want to get them all, but they're expensive as hell.
The landscape has changed quite a bit. So much, in fact, I figured I'd make...
Oh yeah, is this the one that's in Europe?
This video going...
Oh yeah, this is. Only 1 week and then you go to Rotorua. Yes, this is the Platinum cab that's in Europe. Like this, you see this little black square that's supposed to be the e-amusement reader, but Europe does not have e-amuse access.
Over the good, the bad, and the ugly of Dance Dance Revolution since the last video I made. I'll try to make it quick, but I said that about my last video, and we all know how that turned out.
I don't know.
The good. Chart quality. So let's get this right out of the way. Overall chart.
Oh my god. Well, you say chart quality, but a lot of these charts are pains in the ass for someone like me because they have way too many, because they either have too many twists and turns for a level 16 or they're too fast for something else.
Quality in 2025 was off the flippin' chain.
Says you.
With a few exceptions, which we'll get to. Now, I'm not exactly a chart connoisseur. I mean, I don't spend hours of my life.
The less twists and turns that I have to do at 200 BPM, the better.
Studying patterns and writing
But they keep doing it, and it's granted. At least it keeps me on my toes, but they're tiring as hell.
Dissertations about step theories and pattern resolution. But listen, I know what flows, and I know what feels good, and gosh darn it, the stuff that came out in 2025 was such...
Oh, I remember when I tried to do this song for the first time, I couldn't react to it for shit. And it was either because I was dehydrated at the time or something else. It took me like 2 tries just to AAA it.
Fun to play.
Or 3 tries, I think, because I quit halfway through one of the runs.
And not only that, but each chart feels like it's got its own identity and hook. Dopamine Dance Rush? Oh, it's got...
Okay, now this chart's actually pretty fun. The song is also pretty fun, too. I mean, it's fast and gimmicky.
Jax, baby. New Millennium Part 2, you got...
I have yet to actually play this one because I don't have it unlocked.
Foot switches, Collapse of the Sanctuary, oh, those super fun crossover jumps, etc., etc., etc. Now
I haven't done that other one
point feels like things have just come such a long way since the X series, and I really appreciate the extra thought that's going into the newer songs. Furthermore, for upper level players, the median difficulty has been bumped up a bit, which
when you say that, do you mean difficulty?
Pretty much all the expert charts are going to be at least a 14 or a 15.
That bothers me more than it really should.
Which is great for weirdos like me. Bad.
There's not enough less than 15.
Remain challenge. Okay, well,
this one's weird.
Well, it's not every chart's going to be a winner. This one,
it's the final speed up of the chart.
In particular, I don't even know what's going on. I'm not going to write much.
Yeah, there's too many. I mean, this one isn't that hard to react to, but it's very fast.
I'll just let the chart do the talking here.
It's this part in particular that's very brutal because of just how fast it is.
Yeah.
And then those jacks and jumping jacks.
The good judgment offset.
Oh yes, this one is very, very useful. The only way to do it in Grand Prix is by going into the configuration menu, and you can't do it in arcade premium play.
Now this is kind
Or really just arcade play in general.
of a huge one, because given the vast permutation of arcade hardware out there, which I talked about.
Yeah, each cabinet has different timings. Like the gold cabs tend to be early, and then the white cabs tend to be late.
About a video script that I never ended up making. Playing on a different cabinet than you're used to could feel like you're just out
Oh my god.
there.
I forgot the name of this game.
Another planet. Now back in Ace 3, it was nice that Konami added a visual off.
Yeah, at first it was just display. I like how everything is all caps, but this one is lowercase.
Offset adjustment to account.
Because they only added it until much later after all these other options. Here, it's visually different as opposed to, like, actually being different.
The different monitors you might encounter, but the differences in audio and input sync could really still
Yes.
throw you
No, I hate it when this happens.
off. But luckily, this is now not the case.
Perfectly balanced.
Yes. All and as it should be. This is how all DDR scores should be.
This whole
Not unless you were, like, really tired and so you couldn't necessarily keep up.
thing should be.
Each player can adjust their
Yes, sound judgment airspeed.
judgment offset, which scoots up the timing window a little bit early or a little bit later to
Right.
accommodate personal preferences and cabinet types. While
Right.
it's not
Yes, and here's the... Yeah, I think I remember seeing this little visual graphic before.
actually adjusting audio sync, it does let you step earlier or later according to what you hear. This also lets two players set their individual timing preferences,
Oh my god.
meaning you can both play on your respective ideal settings.
Okay, so that's how I figured that's how it worked.
Adjusting to new cabinets is now
Hell
super
no.
easy peasy, provided you got a couple of songs to dial in your timing. Especially
No, each song is very different in terms of its timing. You have some songs that are noticeably early. The one song that's early that usually appears on the top of my head is Night of Nights. Every time I try to do that, I think I know this song is early, so I just got to do it quickly. But then I'm still not early enough. Oh, this is the tournament that I got kicked out of.
for tournaments, this is a huge deal, trust me. The bad Galaxy Brave. So hey,
Oh yeah, Galaxy Brave is expensive.
remember how I told you
Because you have to use, like, Galaxy Brave is an unlock event where, in order to access it, you need to do Galaxy Play, which at first was 2 credits, but ever since they implemented some new features, they bumped it back up to 3 credits, and so it's, like, very expensive to want to have to do it this way.
about all those great songs that got released in 2025?
And due to the financial situation that happened to me several months ago, I haven't been able to really partake in these events.
Well, a lot of those hashtag firebanger bops, magops, released in the last year have required the use of Galaxy Brave to unlock, which is a mode that's only accessible through Galaxy mode.
Wait, there's no way that there's a location that uses 5 fucking credits. There's no way.
But what's Galaxy mode, you ask? It's a mode that costs 3 times the cost of a normal game. That's right, you've
That's how it is in Japan, too.
gotta swipe your little round 1 card, not once, not twice, but thrice to play 1 game. Now,
I mean, to be fair, it also instantly unlocks songs that are part of what is known as Extra Savior, where and during the extra stage, you can there's some songs that you can unlock, but you have to unlock them 1 chart at a time. But if you do it in Galaxy Play, then you unlock them all at once.
there are some minor
There's a website called xeniusevanisher.com, or just type in Ziv, and then there's an arcade locator.
benefits to this mode, like unlocking some songs a little bit faster, but Galaxy Brave unlocks are still 100% exclusive to this mode.
Yeah.
Huh, okay, you say. So you spend your
And the thing is, with regards to Galaxy Brave, the way that it works is that you have to play each song within the respective folders at least once. So it's going to take you 12 to 15 credits at least to be able to unlock the song in their entirety. And depending on whether or not you can actually do the challenge chart, which you have to do them with certain gauges.
Free credit.
Unless, of course, here, let me put it in the chat for you. The hell was that? No, I don't need that. There. Okay, I don't need this. Go away. I don't know why that popped up. There, it should pop up in the chat now. That's the name of the website.
And you unlock your new song. What's bad about that? That's not too bad. It's decent value. Well, you're wrong. Because, actually, you've got to spend 3 credits a minimum of 5 times.
Yes.
To unlock the song. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to do each... Like, it's a group of 4. Each of these has, like, 4 songs in them, and you have to do them one at a time.
Konami forces you to play 3 vaguely related songs before you're even able to play and unlock that unique Galaxy Brave song.
Right.
And once you beat that, well...
You gotta do the challenge chart after that.
Everything up to expert gets unlocked, and you can now unlock the challenge chart. And
which requires you to use a higher gauge, these little flares.
Many of these challenges...
But there's something called the Platinum Pass that makes it a little easier. But that's like 990 yen per month, which is like $6.
Or like 18s. But if you fail during any of these attempts, well...
You'd have to start over.
Unlucky. You've got to spend another 3 credits to attempt again. But
Yeah.
at least the passing difficulty is lowered for your next attempt. Now
Right.
let's math this out. If you're spending about $1 per credit, unlocking each song will cost you a minimum of $15.
Right.
And that's assuming you manage to pass all of the songs on your first
Yeah, and then that happens.
attempt. And if not, well, toss another $3 at John Konami and try again. Now I have to emphasize, the songs from Galaxy Brave have consistently been some of the best.
Yeah, these are a lot of these are pretty cool. Although this one, Komainu Adventure, is a little tricky. Some of these are actually pretty tricky, at least by my standards, because I'm not used to certain patterns.
New content in the game, but it's all blocked behind an asinine and expensive unlock process. Come on, Konami, we're not all made of money here. Thumbs.
And yet here I am spending a lot of money on shiny cardboard.
Sideways. So
what does that even
song
mean?
packs and platinum passes.
Oh yeah, I do have some song packs.
So I'm torn on this one.
The Platinum Pass is very useful, though.
So to bring you up to speed, Konami...
Yes, I have only like a few... I only have a handful of these song packs.
He occasionally releases paid song packs, which also happen to require a paid subscription to DDRGP. You know, that game that I spoke so highly of in my last video. So once you buy these song packs and continue maintaining an active subscription to DDRGP, you can play...
Yeah. You're on the website, you're trying to... You gotta go to... There's a tab that says arcade, and then you put in the locations and stuff.
Play these songs in the arcade, where they're referred to as privilege of early play.
Yeah, they've been doing this since DDR A20+.
Now, this method of unlocking, quite frankly, stinks. However, here's a
They're usually made available by default after at least a year.
thing. The content eventually gets released to everybody for free a year after it's released. So, that part's actually good. If you ignore the initial hype and you can sit on your hands for 12 months, you start getting a reliable stream of awesome free content coming your way. Now look, I hate the payment model, but starting back in like August, every month or so, I am suddenly surprised with a bunch of cool stuff that's been ignored by my cheap-ass brain.
Yeah, like, I have no problem like getting a song pack that has like a whole bunch of stuff that you can get, but when it's like a single chart, then it's like, ugh.
12 months. So I love the content and the occasional drip, drip, drip of the old stuff, but I hate that we all have to wait a year. Hence, the thumbs sideways. On the same vein, I'm also giving a thumbs sideways to the Platinum Pass. The Platinum Pass costs about $8 a month.
It's not $8.
And it lets you do such cool things as show how many average milliseconds you were off for a song you just played, which
this is kind of useful. I've seen...
can really help you figure out your offsets. It also unlocks floating flare on premium mode, so you can hit your world rank a lot easier, saving you a ton of money. And it unlocks a handful of exclusive songs.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they add some more songs to it.
Now, I love these features, But again, I hate that there's essentially now 2 tiers of users in the game. I get that Konami needs to make money, but man, I just wish this stuff was available for everyone without having to pay for it. In the case of early play and the Platinum Pass, love the content, just hate the way it's gated. Just call my thumb Paul Giamatti, cause it's sideways. Look at his mook. The good charts for older songs.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that as well.
DDR, it's matured a bit since the boomer days of Extreme, and so for advanced players, there's not much incentive to go back and play easier, older stuff that
there's not that much
doesn't
reason
really
to
pose any sort of challenge. Now, Konami.
Yeah, they added some. They've been releasing some little chart packs for Grand Prix that give challenge charts to older songs. And then there are some that you have to unlock through Extra Savior instead.
Has released a couple of
This one's challenge chart. This one right here. This one is a pain in the fucking ass, and I don't want to have to do it again. But I might have to do it live at some point just so I can get it cleared.
Charts in the past, but they've really kicked it up into high gear this year since they've released a lot of new challenge charts for older songs.
Right.
So you're getting stuff like Gamelin, Xenon, AA, Broken My Heart, D2R, and more. Now, you don't have to license new music, Konami. You don't have to make new banners. No, no, no. You just need to get someone to make a new chart for an old school banger that's aged like fine wine. Yeah, just like Paul Giamatti. Hey! It's basically
keeping track of the ones in North Island.
Free real estate, and it breathes new life into classic content. I'd love it if, over time, all old songs got new and exciting challenge charts, but at the current pace, my knees probably won't live to see the day.
All I need are new easy level 16s so that I can get the world rank. I'm currently at Sun Triple Plus, and to get the world rank, I'd have to get the EX level flare at like most of the 16s.
But don't let that discourage you, Konami. Worth mentioning that many of these charts are behind the thumb sideways song packs that cost money, so I haven't really played many of these in an actual arcade. But come the tail end of 2026, I'm gonna be eating real good. Just like Paul Giamatti. Hey, look at this guy! The really good selling cabinets outside of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 goods in a row because I don't really know if I have any more bads. Hey, you remember in my last video where I was a whiny boy and I was complaining that Konami wouldn't sell cabinets outside of round 1?
Well, I've mentioned round 1, which is a Japanese arcade that happens to have quite a few locations in the US.
Yeah. It's the only way to round 1's the only way to play the current version.
It happens to be the only official place where you can play the latest version.
Yes, Dave & Buster's didn't want to do it.
Of DDR.
Well, after a decade of selective...
Oh yeah, recently they decided that more, maybe not necessarily mom and pop shops, but just arcades outside of round 1 will be able to get, like, I'm assuming either gold cabs or platinum cabs.
Selling Konami has finally expanded sales of their entire line of Bimani music games to all arcades.
Oh yeah, we'll eventually be getting Poppin' Music, I'm pretty sure.
That means you, yes you, mom and pop arcade, can buy your very own official Bimani games.
Let's go.
And have them connect to official servers competing with everybody on a worldwide stage.
The question is, will all the licensed music be there, or is it going to be heavily nerfed like it is in Europe?
Except you, Europe, not.
Yeah, well, Europe did get some.
Now, the pricing is honestly gonna be a bit restrictive, but hey, more options are a good thing. Hopefully this expands the reach of dance games to more places, and areas that are deprived of round 1s will be able to get in on the action.
That isn't, well, I'm pretty sure a large portion of them are just gonna be in California.
Now I'm all for spreading the love around,
and these are the round 1 locations, and as you can see, well, they're usually located around major cities, but the upper Midwest doesn't seem to have much of anything.
We'll get into this hobby. Will we see another boom period of DDR like we did in the early 2000s? Will DDR cabinets pop up at your local bowling alley? Probably not, but we can all dream, right? And who is responsible for this benevolent act? Why, the beautiful DJ Yoshitaka.
Was it Yoshitaka?
Who is now the head of Konami's arcade division.
Oh yeah, the DJ Yoshitaka makes quite a few songs, although this one guy that I used to know isn't a big fan of his music because he finds that they all sound the same as each other.
Bless you, Yoshitaka. Wait a minute. Who's the guy that made Valkyrie Dimension?
Oh, he did make Valkyrie Dimension. He made the song, but I don't think he made the chart, though.
I rescind my earlier praise.
He didn't make the chart, though.
So, in conclusion, some ups, some downs, some sideways. Maybe some of you out there have your strong opinions, and I'm sure you're going to let me know in the comments. And maybe you haven't been following DDR developments in quite some time, and this video has rekindled a little bit of interest. Regardless, this is just a little something I wanted to make while I was trapped inside during a snowstorm while I continue working on yet another video. But what's in that video, you ask? Well, let's just say I've got an ace up my sleeve. All right, I don't know. I have no idea.
A DDR ace up his sleeve.
Do you have any ideas?
No.
I really use them. Please, what do you want to know about dance games? Please tell me. I'm desperate. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe.
Okay, that was informative. I mean, I didn't have that much to talk about, but that's about it on that front. What else do I want to... actually, I don't even know if I want to clip this video. I might, although it might garner a certain level of attention that... Well, I don't want to get too deep into that, so let's try not to. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to look at. I did want to, speaking of Konami, I wanted to look at, yeah, 9 in Wellington, yeah, did you find, are they like, are you talking about like, are you looking up DDR machines in general, or are you looking up specifically DDR World machines? Because there's a distinction between DDR World and Gold Cab and DDR World just in general. But speaking of Konami, I wanted to check out this Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel animation about two cards known as IP Masquerena and SP Little Knight, which are two really good cards that a lot of decks play SP Little Knight as a utility card in order to like remove stuff off the field, but that's about it. They're kind of like, I could tell you exactly what these cards do and how they function and in what context people would use them in. But I know that basically these animations were released. Here, you know what? I have time to show you. So you go here, you go to arcades. You pick your country, you go to the series. You have to scroll down. If I can find it. And then you pick the game itself right here. Hello there, Yumi and Kim. I don't know who Kai is or why you swore at them. But, and then, oh, there's even a selection for the Universal model, which is the Platinum one. And then you search them. And these are the white cabs in New Zealand. I don't know where you... And then there's also these. And then there's a whole bunch of them around here. These are where the gold cabs are. And then this, where are they located? The hell is that? Oh, somewhere in the UK. But, yeah. But if we're looking just for... Well, I wouldn't recommend looking for DDR in general, because you're going to get way too many results. Unless you really wanted to know where a lot of them are. I mean, these aren't going to be all of them. I'm sure there are a number of machines that have that aren't recorded here, but either way, yeah, that's how you find them out. That's how you look for them. But now that that detour is out of the way, I do want to check out the IP Masquerena SP Little Knight animation from Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, because I know that it's part of a promotion for a new Master Duel exclusive card called WP Fancy Ball, I think it's called. which the artwork features both Little Knight and Masquerena. But I am very curious to see how it works. And of course, it's dubbed in Japanese, and I will be reading the subtitles out loud just for fun. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? And there's IP Masquerena herself. The way that she works is that during your opponent's turn, you can use her and one other monster to perform a link summon. And that when you do, that link summon monster can't be destroyed by card effects. Oh, look. This is a reference to a spell card called Instant Fusion that allows you to summon a fusion monster that's of a certain level or lower, and it's limited to one copy because it's a very powerful card, although it's not really used all that much. What the live twins. This is a reference to an archetype known as live twins. And I think these might be the live twins as well. I think that's Masquerena. Yeah, that is. Too easy. Was that EMP Meow Me? Is that who that is? There is a... Oh my god, it's the live... Wait. Are the live twins and the Masquerena and Little Knight part of the same lore? This is my first time hearing about this. A request? Of course, we have to get a foot shot. What is this? It seems the beloved data is being kept in this building. Okay. Okay, yeah, of course, and we gotta get the booty shot too. Let's do it! Oh, and there's SP Little Knight. I got you! Justice will now be served! And the live twins are still... I can't ever remember which is which. One of them is named Kisakil, and the other's named Leela. Huh? Huh? Oh. She got away! I've got to hand it to her! And yet, it's my mission to capture the evildoers of this world. I refuse to give up, because it's my duty as a ninja! Oh, she is, and I think she does wield, like, kunai. She either wields kunai or shuriken. I'll always give my best effort! Who was that? Oh, well. Oh, and that's the artwork that's on the, or at least that's the artwork that's on the card. Or at least that's the pose that she does in the artwork. I could show you what the cards actually look like. Underground Data Courier. Alright, let's go. Okay, it's over. Huh? Chiyomaru. Is that... ha! Chiyomaru, the messenger of justice is here. Is that SP Little Knight's actual name, Chiyomaru? Evildoer, your reign of terror is over! Wait. I was ordered to come here because the target was spotted here. Your chat bot is getting mad at you. Why do you have a chat bot? You should probably delete it, if anything. Isn't that the same girl from before? What's going on? Huh. Looks like they got away again. The mission was entrusted to me by the commander too. I guess I still have a lot to learn. Mada mada desu. Justify. An alert a level... Oh, his name is Justify? An alert level 3 execution has been ordered. An individual known as IP Mascarena is the target. If she keeps getting involved in these crimes as a courier, it will eventually serve the trigger for something much worse. And what card is that supposed to be? Chiyomaru, Messenger of Chaos. As per terms of our pact, I hereby order you to execute this individual. Hold on, I think I'm about to sneeze. Okay, much better. I understand. Leave it to me, Chiyomaru, the messenger of justice. I'll make sure that all evildoers are brought to justice. The commander stated that if we let this go unchecked, it could lead to something even worse. As such, this one must be a criminal of the absolute worst kind, willing to complete their objective no matter what the sacrifice. I won't let you hurt another soul. I'll make sure you're brought to justice. Here I come. Yeah. Ew. What does she say? Who's getting sacrificed? And by who? The mission details seem to have been leaked too. So she doesn't, so Mascarena doesn't actually know what's going on? Am I being targeted by some evil organization? Oh. No, are the live twins... That's strange. The passcode isn't working. Was it changed just before I snuck in? Found the evildoer! Huh? What? You won't escape this time! Meow. Damn, I let my guard down! You've claimed countless lives. You've stolen treasures as numerous as the stars. You no good evil criminal trickster! Tonight I, Chiyomaru, will put an end to you! What the? Explosion! Yeah. I won't let you escape! Ninjutsu art of laser shuriken! Oh, nice cat lips. Oh no, not the kitties. Curse you, evildoer! Prepare yourself! Wait, be careful! Danger, danger. Yeah! You mess with the kitties, you mess with the masquerade. This can't be. Oh. Oh, darn it, I messed up. Huh? Nyang. Oh. This is all I've got. A singular bandage, and she's got little scratches everywhere. If you think I've stolen lives, treasure, or anything else, you're sorely mistaken. Oh. Is Chiyomaru getting tricked? Judging by the way Masquerena acted back then, she seems like a really good person. Would an evil doer help a cat? She even gave me a bandage. I don't get it. Maybe I should speak to the commander. Oh, perfect timing. I just need to ask you something. It's about Masquerena, the target for this mission. There's just not a whiff of villainy about her. Was she maybe selected by mistake? The order regarding IP Masquerena has already been authorized. No, I still don't know which card this is supposed to be, if it even is a card. But either way, you're S-Force now. Don't let your personal feelings distract you from your task. Simply carry out justice in the name of S-Force. Justice in the name of S-Force, huh? Alright. I'm still not sure, so I guess I'll do some research. I'll use the secret art of data bank infiltration! Multidimensional equilibrium. Casualty conflict. Permeation avoidance. Ultimate feature. Shinto Kai. This is all way over my head. Is this the reason she was targeted? Uh-oh. Emergency summons! Masquerena. Yeah, there are 4 there, yeah. What are you doing here, Chiyomaru? Oh! Commander! Oh, wait, who is that? Unless that's Masquerena herself. Didn't you hear the emergency summons alert? Not to mention, you're not authorized to look through the X archive. Explain yourself. Please forgive me for accessing the archive without permission. But I still have doubts about Masquerena being selected as a target. Don't let your personal feelings distract you from your tasks. I thought I made that clear. Has Masquerena committed crimes serious enough to warrant this? Involving the S-Force seems like too severe a punishment. Oh. You leave me no choice. Night Chaser. Restrain Chiyomaru. What? Okay, I don't know which card that is either. As you command. Ninjutsu Art of Smokescreen! She's gone. Oh well. Night Chaser. I'll take care of IP Masquerena in Chiyomaru's stead. As you command. Dead or alive. Either way. Oh. I don't take my S-Force duties lightly, and I understand what the commander meant. But such a cruel order really be carried out in this name of justice? My village head told me to believe in my own sense of justice. In that case, I know what I have to do. She's going rogue now. You again? Give me a break! Target confirmed. Executing order. Ah. Oh, and there she is. Oh, is that the... Masquerena, I've decided I will uphold the justice I believe in. Huh? I'm sorry! Oh, there she is. No, this is the... No, this is her artwork on the card. And then she's getting an alt art in Master Duel. You are Chiyomaru! Chiyomaru! There she is, our goat. Shit. All the carnage around the city. Chiyomaru, Chiyomaru. Oh, is this where Fancy Ball comes in? Okay. This looks like a parking garage. Oh, here it comes. Huh? Oh, Lord. All right, here we go. Tag team. Grab on. Are you still following? Give it up already. Uh-huh. You got camel toe. On my count. Aim for the legs. I'm sorry. Oh. Her legs still seem intact, though. Let's go. Is that all the animations? Very nice. Sehr gut, as they would say, as the Deutsch in Deutschland would say. All right. So that was that was neat. That was neat. Apparently people were making jokes about SP Little Knight being one of those types of girls, but you know. Let's see. Oh yeah, I said that I was going to I don't know, not that. No, I was just making a comment about it here. I'll show you guys the No. Yeah. I'll show you the cards in question. Yeah, this is SP Little Knight. Right here. And this is the alternate art. Oh, it's also being in... Oh, it's also in the OCG. Oh, this got released in the OCG a few days ago. And this is the alt art. And this is her main artwork. And then there's also... And here's IP Masquerena. Right here. And here's a special alt art that was for some social media service. Here's another alt art, and here's the main alt art. So I think it's good. And then what's the name of that new card? If I can, unless it's only, yes, this one. And this is the new. Okay, it was exclusive to Master Duel, but then it released in the OCG. Yeah, this is the new one. That's basically the combination of the two girls. I can't remember what it does. When your opponent activates monster effect on field or grave, banish this. That was special summon this turn until the end phase and negate and banish. That's a very good effect. On the and then during the opponent's main phase, you can link summon one monster and then if this would be used as a material, you can use a link to or lower that your opponent controls, and that's very good. That's a very good effect. It works similar to another link monster called Underworld Goddess, but yeah, and neither player can activate the effect of link monsters in response to its activation, so that's a really good card. Yeah, I think people are excited about it. It's good removal on both turns. Turn 1, it causes a banishing, and then turn 2, you can use it to link climb, which is always good to see. But apologies to anyone who doesn't really know that much about how the game works, especially the modern game compared to how it used to be, but you know. Let's see, what else is there? Alright, we looked at this, we looked at that. I wanted to check out this video here about Wind Waker HD speedruns being incredible in 2026 by Linkus7. As someone who enjoys watching and listening to speedruns of Zelda games, I know that the the OG Wind Waker for the GameCube is a very, very brutal speed run because there's a lot of really, really precise tricks. Some of which so precise that they're like if any of you have ever heard of frame perfect, there are some tricks in the OG Wind Waker that are quote-unquote float perfect, which I don't know how float point values work. I had never even heard of anything like that until I learned about them in the original Wind Waker speedrun. And I really, really wanted to check this video out because I think it would be fun for you guys to learn about how speedrunning works. Like, I know most of the tricks and stuff that people use in, like, the Zelda speedruns. Zelda games are notoriously broken in that they have a lot of glitches and exploits that allow you to beat the game in under 50 minutes. At least, that's how the original Wind Waker is. I think that's how the HD one is as well, but it usually depends on the game. Now, Twilight Princess doesn't have... The original version of Twilight Princess has, like, early Master Sword, among other things, which cuts hours from the run. But in the HD version for the Wii U, they patched that, so the Wind Waker speedruns are still... No, the Twilight Princess speedruns are still pretty long. But either way... But Ocarina of Time is the most broken speedrun, besides maybe a few others, due to glitches like, stale reference manipulation and arbitrary code execution. But I do know that if you wanted to get into Wind Waker speedrunning, the HD version is probably the best place to start. I actually looked at a video that Linkus uploaded not too long ago about a new category that makes it easier to do something called a manual super swim. But here, we'll let Linkus himself explain what's going on, so be sure to check out the original video if you're interested in Wind Waker speedruns. But I want to see whatever's new, and then I can give some context to certain things in case anyone might be confused.
Wind Waker HD speedruns are getting broken. Last time I covered this run, the speedrun was right around 1 hour.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, they go for under 1 hour.
Now, it's down to 44 minutes.
Oh my god, we shaved 15 minutes.
That is thanks to some brand new glitches and routes that have completely changed the speed.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see.
Now, I've covered the GameCube version plenty of times on the channel.
Yeah, the GameCube version, yeah, as I said before, it has a lot of difficult tricks.
But the HD version has a completely unique speedrun with its own set of glitches. So
right. Like, one of the big differences between the OG Wind Waker and the HD is the HD has something called item sliding, where if you're holding a first-person item like the bow, the hook shot, or the grappling hook, you move forward, pause the game, and then move the control stick slightly back. Then you will gain negative speed that just goes infinitely up because Nintendo has a habit of not capping negative speed. And this is what allows you to do things like super swimming, among other things, and allows you to get across large gaps with just the swing of a sword. But if you hold it for too long, then you go so fast that the game crashes. So you'd have to be careful.
Today, we're gonna do a full speedrun explain, breaking down every single glitch and trick so that you can truly understand what goes into this run.
Let's go.
So, without further ado,
no, I'm curious to see how the route has changed since last time.
let's get right into it.
It's been a while since I've seen the Wind Waker HD speedrun. I vaguely... Because, no, the original Wind Waker's constantly changing. It's hard for me to even keep up.
Right now, there is a lot to explain and not a lot of time to
And here, they're using the Italian version. I think that's Italian. Yeah, that's Italian. They're using the Italian version because the Italian one is the fastest version. At least I think it is, because the text is... Like, traditionally, it's usually the Japanese version that's the fastest because you can convey more meaning with fewer characters as opposed to English, which, you know, we have to spell everything out. But here, the Italian version is the fastest.
So, first things first, our first objective of the Wind Waker speedrun, and this is true for both HD and the GameCube version, is to try in some way escape Outset Island. Because
yeah, that's the first thing that we gotta do, and with that, we do something called a manual super swim.
Early game is not fun. Now, there's been a glitch that's been around for a long time called manual super swim, but I feel like every single time I have to talk about it, something new has been either found or changed.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's where manual super swim is where you move the analog stick, you're in the water, you move the analog stick one way, immediately pause, and then as soon as you unpause, you quickly move it back forth, and then pause again, and then you rinse and repeat until you build up enough negative speed in order to swim halfway across the map.
So, first thing
Although Linkus is probably going to explain it anyway.
First, what is manual super swim?
Yeah, he's about to explain it right here.
Explaining how Link swim.
And then because Linkus is the Swedish sniper, he can do it like on demand. Here, I have my controller here. Like, he's able to do it just like this. If you can hear it. You'd have to do it, if you do it without pausing, you'd have to do it like super fast. You'd have to turn around at least once a frame, and the game runs at like 30 frames per second, so you can understand just how difficult it can really be.
In the water. So every time you swim in the water, Link gains speed, and every single time you stop swimming, he loses speed. But where the exploit lays is that every single time Link turns around, the game adds a little bit of negative speed. Why is that important? Well, just like many other games...
Yes, and here's the method. You have to pause and flick the control stick back and forth multiple times. You have to do it, you have to do it a whole bunch of times, actually. And apparently it can be a real strain on your wrist.
If you're able to turn around frame perfectly, you're able to gain more and more negative speed, and just like Mario 64, the developers...
Yeah, Mario 64 has this feature as well. Well, it's... I said feature, even though it's technically a bug.
Never put a speed cap for how fast you can go backwards.
Yeah, because apparently in Mario 64, you're able to move backwards at, like, very high speed.
And as you can see right there, if we missed a few pauses, I just got a lot of speed backwards right there.
Yeah.
On the GameCube version, we can actually do this completely unbuffered nowadays by just flicking the analog stick as quickly as we can.
Yeah, and it's easier on the GameCube version because the GameCube controller has little corner notches, whereas the Wii U controllers, it's perfectly round, so it's very difficult to do.
Unfortunately, the HD version, you do have to pause buffer this. Well, at least that was until now, because the community has...
Yeah, they added a new feature, or there's a little, I think it's some software that automatically does the pausing for you. You just have to be sure to flick the control stick.
Just allowed you to use macros for official leaderboard speeds.
Yeah.
Now, it is tracked...
Yeah, and it's a separate category.
Separately on the leaderboard to very clearly indicate if you're using the macro, but nonetheless, I am still very happy and excited about this, because...
Yeah, because it makes it just a little bit easier.
Someone who both deals with hand pain, but...
Yeah, from what I know, it's murder on your hands.
Also, as someone who wants to run this game for fun, this helps so much with accessibility and so much with the ergonomics of this run, because now you can finally have runs going much easier than it was before. But either way, our objective right now, once we have this going...
Yeah, the first thing we got to do is that we have to build up enough speed so that we can get to Dragon Roost Island.
...is to turn around at least 200 times frame perfectly, which is done by pause buffering the game right now. And now, once I've done this 200 times, I'm going to do this.
Yes, once you're fast enough, then you don't even have to pause anymore. You just gotta move backwards.
Right here is why we wanted to turn around.
Seizure warning.
So many times.
Just in case.
If you get at least 600 units of speed, the game...
And you have to be sure not to hit anything, because otherwise you'll lose all your speed.
The game completely breaks when it comes to trying to keep Link on camera. And that lets you perform super swim glitches fully automatically. So as you can see right now, the game is just turning Link around every single frame. And if I were to go right here and get a...
Yeah, and we have to get a air refill or else we'll drown before we can even get to Dragon Roost.
Quick air refill, you can see that I can just swim full speed across the
Yes, and there we go. Look at him go. I remember looking at I remember looking at some of the oldest speedruns back in the day and just seeing just how impressive that they were. I mean, in the GameCube version, the way that you would well, I'm sure he'll bring it up at some point.
And thanks to this, we basically skipped 20 minutes of early game.
Yeah, the way that it actually works is that you have to go talk to your grandmother. She gives you the green tunic, and then you get the telescope from your sister, and then you get the sword from Orca. You use the sword to go save Tetra, and then well, spoilers, but Link's sister gets taken by a giant bird, and so they go to a place called Forsaken Fortress, where you lose your sword there, and you have to get it back, and then you meet Ganondorf, and then you get to Windfall, and then you have to buy a sail for the King of Red Lions, who is a talking boat, and then you sail here.
Because I want to remind you that normally what you would have to do here, right, is you'd have to go to Outside Island. You have to get...
And of course, he explains it anyway.
Sword, talk to the pirates, leave with the pirates, go through Forsaken Fortress, buy the sail, then sail all the way to Dragon Roost.
And that apparently takes 20 minutes. But we're speedrunners. We don't have time.
And finally be put back to this beach where we are now. But with this glitch, we're able to skip all of that instantly.
Yeah.
Before we get further into this run, I gotta pay the bill somehow. Just a quick word from today's sponsor.
Is it Manscaped? I don't know what that is, but I don't really have... This is probably just going to be a VOD exclusive because I said that this is just going to be a little chill stream.
And use promo code LINK as a checkout for 30% off. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. But all that being said, let's get right back into it.
Let's go.
But either way, with all that being said, this right here is where the run starts to get very different in between the GameCube and the HD version.
Right, here, we got to get the grappling hook as soon as we can.
If you've watched the Wind Waker HD speedrun before that I've done, you will know that this is where I would start talking about the glitch known as storage. Where I would
oh, yes, in the original game, he'll explain it.
Perform a glitch called storage, and then I could jump into the water and perform a super swim.
Yeah, this one is much more seizure-inducing.
And this is the main glitch in Wind Waker GameCube, and is used everywhere. And it's really the glitch that has allowed the speedrun to get down to 43 minutes. However, that's been completely patched in this version.
Yeah, the way that it works is that, well, it's a little hard to explain, is that once you have the Wind Waker, which is the game's namesake, is that you would stand upon a ledge, you pull out the Wind Waker as you fall off the ledge, and then you attempt to press the B button to go to three frames before you land on the ground, and then that puts you in a state called storage. Which, if you pull out the Wind Waker again, you'll be stuck in something called camera lock, which allows you to do the super swims, at least on the GameCube version.
Wondering, well, how is this speedrun 44 minutes if the main glitch of GameCube is patched? Well, that is because when Nintendo tried to implement a lot of the quality of life changes in this version, they broke so many more things that did not exist in the GameCube version that we can exploit instead. Now, the start of the HD...
Yeah, you'll learn about it. It involves first-person items.
Speedrun, I'm gonna be honest, it's very slow and there's not a lot to talk about. So I'm gonna summarize the very first part of this run until we get the grappling, because that is where the...
Yeah, that's the first first-person item that you get. Like, one of the differences between the GameCube and this version is that with first-person items, in this version, you're allowed to move around, like walk around with them as you're aiming. And that is where the exploit comes in.
What really starts to get interesting. So what I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to do the delivery quest, right? Where I go and get a letter, deliver it to the prince, get the bottle, and then I can get access to Dragon Roost, our first dungeon. There is a little bit of a tricky sequence there because I do not have my sword, so I do have to use...
Yes, we don't have a sword. Normally you have a sword and a shield, but here we don't have that right now.
And other things to be able to get through the dungeon. But once I get through the dungeon,
so we have to improvise.
And then get my grappling. And this is where the run...
And we got the Rampino.
Gets very broken, like I said. So the way...
So you're craving pancakes right now? Oh no, welcome to the stream. Cried Sensei Dara Dojo Master. Is it morning where you live right now, or is it night? Because if it's morning, don't be afraid to go make some.
Either we're able to exploit these things in the Wind Waker HD version is because they added a lot of quality of life changes that completely changed the dynamic of this game. And one of those things is being able to walk with...
Yes, this. I really like this feature, being able to walk around while aiming.
I know that seems like a...
and this is where it comes in.
Like, it seems like such a basic gameplay mechanic that you can walk while you're aiming an item, but that is all that is done to break this game.
Yes, and here it comes.
The game is very strange in how it calculates how speed should work when moving in a first-person item specifically. What do I mean by that? Well, there's kind of a bunch of technology that goes into how speed is calculated, how Link should be slowing down when he's using it, etc.
I'm sure.
etc. And that is what we take advantage of. So what you want to do with any first-person item, including the grappling hook, is if you
That's he's about to explain it right here.
take it out, you walk a direction, in this case, let's say forward, and then you pause the game, and you hold slightly down in the opposite direction.
Yes, you have to hold it slightly down, and they refer to this as ESS position, which is short for Extended Super Slide, because it's a reference to a glitch in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask called the Extended Super Slide, which is an upgraded version of the Super Slide, and then there's something called the Hyper Extended Super Slide, but that's just how it works. It's night and it's dark. Oh no. Oh, don't worry. You shouldn't be worried about the night demons. You should be worried about Kathleen Kennedy gonna get Eric Cartman.
The game is going to try and, like, remove speed from Link, but due to some miscalculation...
Well, if it's night, then I don't know if you'd want some pancakes, but you could.
It's actually going to start multiplying your speed, and that can be used for a lot of things, including super swimming.
Yes, and wait, here it comes.
So right now, I just performed this glitch for 1 second on the ground, but if I let go of this in the water...
There we go.
Flew across the whole thing.
It's much easier to super swim in this game than it is in the original.
In 3 seconds. That was the whole ocean. So not only can we super swim the HD version,
But make sure you don't go too far or else you void out of bounds.
but it's even more powerful than GameCube.
Yeah.
It's unlike GameCube that has to charge it up for like 30 seconds to go 2 coordinates.
Yeah, you have to do it in a very particular way in the GameCube version, but here you just have to not go too
You
fast.
can charge it up for 3 seconds and go across the whole thing. Why is that?
Oh, and then there's this little exploit.
Well, unlike the GameCube version, which uses an exploit of gaining 3 units of negative speed every time you turn around, the HD version is a multiplier.
Yes, in GameCube, the speed that you gain is linear, but here it's exponential.
Because I want to remind you, the game is roughly multiplying your speed in negatives 1.2x every single frame.
Yeah.
Meaning that if you have 100 units of speed, you will go to 120. But
Right.
if you have 100,000, you'll go to 120,000.
Yes, and then that goes up to 120 million or something like that.
You were able to do so much tech, right?
Yes, and right there, being able to jump across huge gaps is another use of this version of super sliding.
There.
Or item sliding, rather.
You can see what looked like a teleport. That's not actually a teleport because this...
You're just going so fast that it doesn't even, or the game barely even registers.
You were able to do so much tech. Right there, you can see what looked like a teleport. That's not actually a teleport. Because this glitch can be done on the ground, I can zoom around really quickly on the ground. So right
Lord.
There, I just went
all
the way across the
and you have to do this, otherwise you soft lock later in the game.
courtyard of Forsaken Fortress in the matter of, 3 seconds because of how quickly...
Like, if you skip this cutscene allows this item to be in your inventory, and you kind of need this item in your inventory in order to get the bombs. If you don't have it, then you kind of just soft lock, and you're unable to get the bombs later.
Up. And that is why you can have these sort of teleportation looking techniques as well, because all that I'm really doing is just loading up a lot of speed into a corner, and then I'm letting all of that speed go in a matter of a second. So right there.
Yeah, and then the item sliding is also useful for just getting
You
around.
can see it's not actually a teleport. I'm just really quickly going across a gap.
Right.
Once we've gotten across here, you're going to see another big gap. So right here, I'm going to want to go to the end of Forsaken Fortress. Do you see that tiny ledge right there behind that line?
Yes, and we're going to use this glitch in order to get there.
That's where I'm going to end up. So I'm going to do this precise setup by aiming my grappling hook right there.
Yeah, you have to, there's all sort, when it comes to speed runs of this nature, there's always some sort of setup that you have to do.
And then I'm going to go into this corner, load up a bunch of speed, and then in 1 frame, bang.
There we go.
I just teleported all the way from there to over here.
Let's
And
go.
This is why, even though we lost the most broken technique in Wind Waker HD, which is storage, we are still able to break the vast majority of things in Wind Waker HD because we have this amazing technique called...
Yes, and then normally the way that you do this is that you have to disable the searchlights, but here, thanks to the item sliding, we don't even have to worry about the searchlights. They'll never get to us.
Because that lets us clip through walls, it lets us zoom across things, it lets us do a bunch of cutscenes,
Let's go.
among many other things. And here is
The Spada dello Eroe.
the end of Forsaken Fortress. Right here, we just got our sword now. All right,
Yep.
now once we're at the end, I'm gonna take down this guard. You might be wondering why he's not really interacting with me, by the way, and that is just simply because by grappling hooking him before I activated the cutscene of him normally noticing me,
Oh.
his AI is basically completely disabled. So he's just
Okay.
gonna stand there and not really interact with me until I take him.
Nice.
Either way, that, my friends, is all of Forsaken Fortress 1. That's it. I know that was
Yeah, you eventually come back here later for story reasons, but
quite overwhelming, and there was a lot to take in there with storage and item sliding. Trust me, it's all gonna make more sense the more you watch. But anyway, all that being said,
Let's
there's
go.
not that much more to explain right here. We're just gonna go through basically a cutscene of Forsaken Fortress 1. So I'm gonna skip to once I spawn on Windfall, and I'm done with all the cutscenes. Now, once we spawn into Windfall, we are coming onto...
yeah, and there's the King of Red Lions. Normally, you're supposed to get a sail, which I think you kind of do need to get it,
sort of our
but
second quest of this run. Because this speedrun is really split up into 3 sections. The first section is really just to be able to obtain an item that lets you super swim and sequence break. And
Okay, yeah.
that is the kind of first quest of this run, which is to obtain the grappling hook. Once we have that, we are now on to our second quest, and that is to try and collect all the required items to beat the game.
okay, yep.
One of them being the bomb bag and the quiver. So this right here is a fairy island. Now, I cannot enter this because unless I have the skull hammer, I cannot get through the entrance of the
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm guessing this is where it changes because I can never remember how the speed run goes.
But there
It's changed so much over the years that I pretty much lost track.
is a glitch you can do called tree clip. So what you want to do
Tree
is you
clip.
wanna line yourself up with this tree and this little bush, and then item slide into this tree, and you really want to pause buffer because it's very precise, both the angle and the speed.
Yeah, and apologies if you can't handle all this
And
flashing.
what my objective is to basically hold straight down on the analog stick with a very specific amount of speed. And what ends up happening is
Okay, yeah.
once you hit a certain speed, Link will clip underneath the tree. But since I
Oh, yes.
you have so
I
much speed, he will go
understand.
under the tree, shoot backwards, but on the way to going backwards, he will hit the loading zone, skipping the entire quest of
Yes, and this is where you would get a quiver upgrade, although it's not the bow itself.
the skull hammer to be
And there's a reason why we have to get the quiver and the bombs upgrades here.
through the fairy island. Now, this was just our first island we have to go to, because remember, we have to go into 2 of them. So this is the first island, and this right here specifically is to be able to obtain the quiver. And this
Yes.
is actually a necessary item that we have to go buy later. Then once I have that, I'm gonna...
Yeah, because if I recall correctly, you don't get the bow in its proper location.
Save and quit. I can load back in here. And if you've wondered...
Like, the way that it works is that you get the hero's bow in the Tower of the Gods, and then you get fire and ice arrows after the second visit to Forsaken Fortress. And then towards the end of the game, you get the light arrows. But if you get the light arrows before you get the other 2, then that technically counts as having the bow in its entirety. But you still need the quiver upgrade to actually use it.
By the way, when I save and quit, why was I put...
At least I think that's how it works.
Outset, why am I put back to Windfall? This is actually all to do with safety checks that Nintendo has in place to try and avoid you from sequence breaking.
Yeah.
Or using to sequence break further. And this is also why...
It backfired on them.
A really random thing right now. So before I go to the next fairy island, I actually want to properly fix what's called my save flags. So I start respawning where I am supposed to. And
Yeah.
that check is actually done through have you ever entered King of Red Lions. Now, I don't want to actually take the time to buy the sail, go through all those cutscenes and get the route.
Yeah, why would we buy a sail when we can just super swim
But there's
around?
a really easy way to spawn in King of Red Lions and fix
Oh no.
this save flag.
Okay, so we have to void out.
And that is by simply just voiding out. Because if you void out in the ocean, you spawn in King of Red Lions. And this tiny action right here that I just did, that seemed kind of like, if I was streaming this, I wouldn't even mention this, right? Completely makes this run solvable. Because now, when I save and quit, I'm no longer going to be spawned in at the main island. I'm going to go to Dragon Roost, because
Let's go.
that was just that. Now, once I've
And then we have another super swim to accomplish.
done that, I'm going to head over to the second fairy island, like I said. And this is to get the bomb bag, which is used for another glitch later on. So we're gonna
Okay, do we need 60 bombs for something in
go up
particular?
here, and I'm going to do the exact same clip that I did before. So we're going to go on this tree. We're going to line ourselves up here. And then I'm going to go over here.
There we go.
There's the second
Let's
clip,
go.
and that is the second fairy island. Now, once we get out of this fairy island, there's actually a brand new technique that you would not have seen last time I covered Wind Waker.
Okay, so this is a new thing.
Back in like 2019. One
Let's go.
of the big limitations of the HD version has always been the super swim, which might sound counterintuitive. I've been talking about how
No, the
overpowered item sliding is and how fast it is to super swim. Well, there's one weakness of it, which is that it takes place on the ground, not in the ocean, and you have to walk into the ocean.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, no, he's making a good point, because if there's like a ledge, like Diamond Step is an example of an island that doesn't really have a shoreline, and if you try to item slide off of that, then you're not going to be able to super swim.
If you don't have a nice clean slope to go down, you can't super swim. Like,
Yeah.
let's say this island right here. If I try right now and item slide down, Link is just gonna fall and lose his speed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
normally I would be stuck here and I couldn't get anywhere from here. But here is where some new technique comes in. This, my friends, is island hopping. So I'm gonna do
Oh, yes, I know about this. Wait, hasn't island hopping already been a thing before?
really precise setup with that island in the distance, and then I'm gonna item slide into this tree right here. And if
Yes,
I do it right,
and then you slash your sword, and then you're right there.
you're gonna notice that
Oh, what the hell did he just do?
I am going to jump 3
Oh, he made it to Terra
islands
in Vista.
away and then land in the cutscene trigger
Yes, Archipelago de Boschi.
of Forest Haven. So I just teleported across half of the ocean from the middle of it to the bottom right corner in literally one frame.
Yes, Albero Deku.
Completely skipping the limitation of being able to item slide off that island. And now once I am at Forest Haven, I am ready to continue.
Yes, and this is the second place
by
that you're
getting
supposed to
the
go.
final item to be able to go to
Oh, the Deku
the
Leaf.
end of the game, because there's only 3 items you need, and this is the final one. And this, my friends, is the Deku Leaf. Now, coming
Yeah.
up here is another exclusive
Yes, the Deku Leaf is a very good item.
Wind Waker HD glitch. And this one is extremely complicated, but I'm gonna do my best to explain it. So this right here is a cutscene skip called Pause Storage. Now,
Wait. I know there is, like in the original version of Wind Waker, there's a glitch that you could do here that does allow you to not only skip the cutscene that normally plays not long after this, but also allows you to void out and spawn towards the top.
what is this? Well, I want to quickly just show you this area, and you're going to see that what you normally would do is go all the way up there, right, to this tree. You want to bonk on the tree, and once you bonk on him, you will activate the cutscene trigger, right, and you will be able to kill some chews and be able to take over and get the Deku Leaf.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and perform a glitch called Pause Storage. So
Okay.
what does that mean? Well,
I don't think I know about this one.
there's a weird exclusive HD version thing where if you are playing with the Wii U Pro Controller and you have the Wii U gamepad
Right, no, I remember that you kind of have to switch back and forth between both controllers.
laying in front of yourself, you can still equip items on the Wii U gamepad while playing with the Pro Controller. Makes sense? Not that weird. What is weird, however, is how the game navigates the options menu. Because the options menu, if you press on it, tries to force a menu on the main screen to open up. And if you're set up just like this, there is a weird 1-second delay. Look at this. I'm gonna press it and then look how long it takes to open up.
Oh, I see. So we're going to... Oh, wait a minute. I know about this. Yes.
Do you see? It's like a 1-second delay, and then it finally opens up. Why is that important? Normally, if you're trying to enter a loading zone or a cutscene or anything like that, and you try and input something on the same frame, you normally can't, because the game takes away any action or input when you enter something, right? Because it just takes that away. You're not supposed to be able to press start button.
Okay, yes, I remember this. I remember this.
But since this is a delayed action, you can. So, if I were to open up the options menu on the same frame that I enter this loading zone, then I go
Yes, I
over the
remember
loading
this.
zone, and now the pause menu is open. However, if you pay very close attention to the audio right now, you will hear
Yeah, you're technically still playing, even though this is on your screen.
that I'm able to control the menu. But not only that,
But you're still...
I'm able to play the game. So
Yes.
if I close the menu right now, you're gonna see I'm not standing by the loading zone. I'm standing slashing this wall.
Yeah.
And that, my friends, is where
That's how you skip it.
this
I
glitch
remember
comes in,
now.
Because there is a very long cutscene that takes place when you obtain the Deku Leaf in this game, and I would prefer to be able to skip that. And
Yeah.
speedrunners are crazy enough where we do just that. How, you might ask? By memorizing all...
Oh, yes, by memorizing where... Oh my god. No, it's like, I know there are some people that'll do like blindfolded speed runs. Yeah, that's basically what this
all
is.
the movement inside of the Great Deku Tree. So, here is what I'm going to do.
Okay, alright, here, let's see. Yes, and you have to do a little precise... Hold on, here, my avatar is in the way. Here, you guys can see it for yourself. Yes, and he's doing this without even being able to see, because this menu here is all in the way, but he's still able to play the game.
Okay, and we have now entered entered at a very specific spot, the exact portion where you are opening up the kind of Deku cutscene, and the chews are about to spawn for, for the fight.
Normally, you roll into the Deku Tree and you defeat all of the Choo-Choos, and then a cutscene plays where at the end of the cutscene, he reveals the Deku Leaf. And then you have to kind of like climb up to get it.
And I'll put up a little footage in the bottom of the screen, by the way, during this, if you haven't noticed, that shows what I'm actually doing. But I want to remind you, I can't see anything. I see only the pause menu. And I'm doing all of this through memorization.
Right. And then the green chews, they have a little defensive whatever. There we go.
Okay.
And then...
And now I've defeated all the Choops, and I am now in the cutscene. So what was the point of all that? Why be slower playing with an open-up menu? Well, now when I'm inside the cutscene, the game knows that I have watched the cutscene, because that flag has already been activated.
Yes, that's how it works. Like, I know how in the original game, you would do a setup you would do a storage setup, where you roll into the Deku Tree, and the Choo-Choos don't behave... They behave in a very weird way where they're constantly moving towards the edge of the wall. And then you have to roll into them so that they're out of bounds, so that as they fall, they despawn. And then you have to get crushed by the Deku Tree's chin at a very specific time, at the same time that the cutscene plays. And then the game will treat it as if you've watched the cutscene, and then you don't have to worry about it after that.
Meaning that since I'm in a pause menu, do you know what I can do? I can press save and quit the game.
Yes, here we go.
So by clicking save and then quit, I will be respawned and be put back to the title screen. And then I can just load back into the save file. However,
there we go.
Since the game has already activated the flag saying, yes, he killed the Chews, and yes, he did start the cutscene, according to the game, I've watched the entire cutscene. So
yes, and now we don't have to watch it again. And this is, it might not seem like it's that much faster, but it most likely, I wouldn't know, but it probably is.
It saves a significant amount of time, because that cutscene is about 3 to 4 minutes long, while going through this blindfolded and save warping might only lose us maybe a minute or a minute and a half.
Yeah.
So overall, we end up saving a full minute doing that whole thing. And we can also get back even faster, because you can still item slide for cool movement.
Right.
And you can also see, by the way, I kind of brushed over it. I clip underneath Forest Haven. I didn't even...
Yeah. There's a way that you can get, like in the original game, you could do something called a Wind Waker dive, which is how the original storage glitch worked. You would get up on, like, Beetle's ship, and then you would pull the Wind Waker on a certain frame that allows you to just fall through the ocean, and then you would be able to swim under the island. And the way that water works in this game is that if you're underneath a source of water, it'll automatically pull you up to the surface.
It's just because there's so much going on in the speedrun, it's like so overwhelming and rambly. But
it also works that way in Twilight Princess, I'm pretty sure.
Basically, a lot of walls fail
since like both Twilight Princess and Wind Waker run on the same engine.
Check for collision when you obtain a lot of speed, and I guess it makes sense. You know, like the game's supposed to only check for what 20 to 30 units of speed. So when I'm coming in with negative 100,000, sometimes the wall might go, I don't know what to do. And
yeah, just like a Sonic game. The walls are suggestions. They're not rules.
And you can just click through. Either way, now, once we're here, we're going to do a little mini skip right here. This exists in both versions.
Yeah, this is what's known as bulb skip. Because this little tree platform, the collision for it is bigger than you think. As you can see, we're standing on nothing. Because for whatever reason, the developers decided, we're just going to extend it out here.
Skip.
I think it might actually be a square or a rectangle, but I don't know.
And that's just because the invisible platform extends further than the actual textures of the leaves, if you're wondering. But either way, now once I have the leaf, that is every single item I need in the overworld to beat the game.
Yes, and now we're ready to go.
However, you're gonna notice I didn't even get anything for the quiver nor the bombs, and that's actually due to the fact that I'm gonna do future glitches you're gonna see soon. But for now, just know I have technically obtained everything I needed, right? So.
Yeah, and now this is basically what we would refer to as go mode. Well, it's not go mode. That's usually a randomizer thing, but...
I've gotten a bomb bag, a quiver, and I've gotten the grappling hook and the deacon leaf. That's all the items we need, and we are now ready to try and go and beat the game. So, last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to perform a super...
Yes, here, the edge of Beetle's ship here is the only way to be able to do the super swim here.
Head all the way to Forsaken Fortress 2, which is normally the halfway point of a casual playthrough of Wind Waker.
Right. But it's always sort of loaded.
And now once we're here, this is, in my opinion, one of the coolest section in the whole run. And this really shows the beauty that is optimal movement for Wind Waker HD.
Let's
go. I'm going
to
walk in, and I'm going to show you optimal movement. Are you ready? Here we go. Because remember, once again, you can do a lot with item sliding.
Oh yeah, normally you're supposed to fight Phantom Ganon. And then, but you need to have the Master Sword in order to do it. But we don't have the Master Sword yet. We actually get it automatically after doing the second visit. And then normally you would get the Skull Hammer after beating Phantom Ganon. But here we just kind of skip all that and go straight to Ganondorf.
Fast sliding movement. Right here, I'm gonna item slide into this wall. Convert my speed.
And there we go.
There with a sword slash.
And then we just make our way up.
Slide alongside here. Go up this ramp.
Yep.
Go up on this ledge.
And there we go. And there's the final ledge.
Teleport to this ledge.
Oh, and here's the Deku Leaf.
Leaf around. Slash on here.
This is why the Deku Leaf is important.
Go into the corner.
Oh, and then we have to... Oh, I forgot about this.
Once I'm here, I'm going to do quite a precise little setup right here. And if
I know that there are some... I think I remember watching some speedruns that he did, and that they had to use a metronome in order to get inside properly.
If I do this right, I should be able to clip inside of the door right here to the end of Forsaken Quarters 2.
Or do they do that in the original version? I can't remember.
There we go, clipped inside. And now once I'm here, beauty once again, I don't even have...
Oh, that's right. Yes, we do this.
Watch the cutscene of Helm Rock, because once we clip in, I can just do a side hop pause storage into the loading zone, instantly save and quit, no...
Yeah, and we don't have to watch the...
Because the cutscene just starts instantly when you enter this room.
Yes.
So by doing a save and quit right here...
Right, I think it's in the original version that we have to... There's some sort of death abuse that we have to do.
I just saved like 4 minutes over the GameCube version, because we are just instantly bang in the Helm Rock fight.
Normally you're supposed to watch a cutscene of the Tetra and her pirates take the girls away in order to take them home, but...
And the glitches don't stop. Load up a bunch
here,
of
we just
speed
keep
and have
going.
the coolest quick movement of all time to go up this tower.
No, it's
Skipping
sick.
Helm Rock, easy. I have so much speed. I made it up before he even got to the corner. So
Yeah, and then we clip into this corner because taking advantage of Helmarock King's hitbox.
Pushes me out of bounds. And then while he's standing there waiting for me, I can just jump up.
Yeah, and these... I don't know what you would call these, but they have no collision, even though this has.
On the outside area here and walk like around the whole arena without having to worry about the spikes, the boss fight, or anything like that. And that is the entire fight of Helm Rock, completely skipped. And that is the beauty and incredible movement and glitches of all.
Yes, and here, this cutscene, not only do you get the green tunic, but it also gives you both the shield and the Master Sword. So we don't even have to go to Tower of the Gods. It just gives it to you automatically because it's part of the cutscene.
And the Helm Rock fight. And we are officially ready to head to the
It's not the only cutscene that does this sort of thing, but you know.
end of the game. That's it. We're now ready to head down to Hyrule, where the run is gonna get even crazier.
Oh yeah, now we gotta do the infamous barrier skip.
I'll remind you, we have almost no items to beat the game. Now,
Yeah.
one little keynote I want to mention here, because I know there's maybe some people in the comment section who's gonna notice this. This cutscene, I do have the tunic, the sword, and the shield.
Yes.
I will not keep the tunic. This is only a visual thing for
The super swim for 200 meters, something you would do. Brett, make sure you have you need to have a first person item. You need to move forward, pause yourself, and then attempt to move backwards slightly, which will cause you to move forward at negative speed, and then you gotta pull out a bomb so that you can get your bearings straight, and then you just zoom. But don't go too fast or else you're gonna crash the game.
this one cutscene. However, because these cutscenes are being played in real time...
And don't go too far because then you'll go out of bounds and you'll respawn where you started.
...and not a playback of a video file. Because Link technically used the sword and the shield, it actually adds it to my inventory.
Yeah, it's there.
Starting now, I will have a shield and I will have a Master Sword. So it's actually very useful because...
And there's another cutscene that does a similar thing where in the cutscene right before Puppet Ganon, you get the fully powered up Master Sword and you get the Mirror Shield.
If I wouldn't get a Master Sword right here, this run wouldn't be possible. Because there are later endgame enemies that only take damage from the Master Sword. And
is that true?
If I wouldn't get it here, the whole run would be different. Because then I would actually have to beat the first 3 dungeons.
Yeah.
So this cutscene right here and how Nintendo programmed this is the only reason why this whole run is possible. And
right.
That being said, not much more to explain here. The rest of this is a long cutscene. So I'm going to skip forward until I get down to Hyrule. Where
yeah, you get exhausted if you go fast. Well...
up on one of the most infamous glitches of all time, and that is
barrier
skip. So barrier skip.
Yes, barrier skip is an infamous glitch in the game. For the longest time, nobody knew how to get past the barrier, and it wasn't until like the last decade or so did people find out multiple ways to get past the barrier. Here in this version, it involves a very, very precise item slide. And I know in the original version, in the original GameCube version, it involved unloading certain objects by firing a crap ton of arrows. But then they found better setups that are like, I think they're like float point perfect, whatever. I still don't remember what that means, but you know.
First, we do have to get over to the barrier. There is a very quick way to do it though in the HD version. We do not even have to go through Hyrule.
Yeah,
This wall
just go.
to a lot of speed. So
Let's go.
You just clip straight through and then you land on the bridge where the barrier is located.
Yes.
If you're unaware
Yeah, there's 2 parts to the barrier.
of the history of the barrier,
Oh my god. No, there's a little documentary about the history of barrier skip.
let me know and I would love to make an updated video covering it. But
Oh, that would be so much fun.
PLDR, this right here is a very strong barrier. And there
Yes, it's like, it goes very high up, and it goes all the way down, and it wraps around the entire castle. And there's 2 parts to it, and I think Linkus will explain it.
are 2 parts to
Yes.
it. There is a knockback part,
Yeah,
a damage
this-
part, and an invisible wall part. You can skip the knockback part of the barrier by taking out the Wind Waker on the same frame
Oh,
that
hold
your
on.
damage vulnerability frames end.
Yeah.
So if you do that, you see how
Oh,
the Link is
hold on.
flashing red? If you take out basically the Wind Waker on the same frame that stops flashing, you're able to cancel out the
Oh,
effect.
come on, Linkus. Yeah. You touch the wall with your hand, and then you kick off the wall with your feet and get good distance, yeah.
And now
Wait. Oh, there, like that. That's how you get over the damage part. You gotta pull out the Wind Waker at the right time.
Have the invisible wall part left. Now this was for the longest time the most precise glitch, and still is.
Yeah, it's still very precise, even to this day.
Because it is almost float value perfect.
Float value, yeah. I don't know nothing about float values. The Wind Waker speedruns are the first time that I ever heard of the term float value. I know what frame perfect is. This game runs at 30 frames per second, so...
It's a little bit more generous than that, but it is beyond precise in where you need to stand and where you need to aim and where you
Yeah,
need to...
it's very
However,
precise.
HD
But there are, like, ways to be able to get a good setup.
runners and
But-
researchers have found the most brilliant setup that you will ever see for barrier skip.
Let's
and
see.
It literally makes the most difficult and one of the kind of holy grails of speedrunning glitches.
Yeah, you can't do the tumble turn, also known as the flip. Yeah, well, I'm not acrobatic in any way. I can't do backflips, I can't do somersaults. I mean, I used to be able to do somersaults, like, effectively, but then something happened that kind of whatever, but I can't do cartwheels or backflips or none of that stuff.
Almost seem like an everyday trick.
The most that I can do is just move my legs really, really fast to music.
Here's the setup now. Double target this wall to
Okay.
move straight forward. And
Yeah.
then take out your shield, and then hold left for 1 frame.
And 1 frame, and it's 30 frames per second, so you gotta be careful. Like that.
That's it. Once you do that, you are now able to take out the grappling hook, do an item slide.
Oh. Like, the way that originally worked is that you had to get to, like, there's a tiny, tiny gap. Like, it's not exactly 1 polygon, it's like multiple polygons. There's a tiny gap in the middle of the barrier that you could clip through. You have to get as close to it as possible, and then you had to align the camera up with a very, very specific texture in the corner of the screen and just hope that it works.
And then just go to the
And
middle
then,
and flip through.
wait, there we go. Let's go. We
That's
take
it, my
those.
friends. That is how you skip the barrier in 2026.
Yeah, it seems to be it does seem to be much easier than the previous setup. Touch the wall with 1 hand and kick with both feet. Yeah.
No advanced setup, no hard spots to look at. Just turn around for 1 frame with the shield. And
then there's that.
been explained in detail many times before, but roughly how that glitch works, just for a super quick reference. There is a 1 pixel gap basically.
Yes.
In between the invisible wall that
Castello di Cannon.
beat up in the middle right there. And if you have a perfect position and a perfect angle to go straight towards that like 1 pixel gap that exists in the barrier, you can basically just pop through in 1 frame and be able to...
And then here's normally you have to go through all of these like different doors in order to, this section is basically a boss rush where you go through 4 of the bosses of the game in 4 of the dungeons in order to unlock that final door, but we're speedrunners. We don't need to do that.
Now, once I'm here, I'm actually going to enter the...
Oh, this is different. Normally, you wouldn't do something like this, but apparently we have something to do here.
Earth Temple Trial. And that is for a very, very cool thing. So, when
Okay, so this is new. No, I've never seen this before, so let's go.
When it comes to spoils in this game, like arrows, like bombs, and things like that, they do not usually spawn.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's no way. Is this actually how we get the bow and the bombs instead of doing them vanilla? Like, the way that you get the bombs is that about a third of the way through the game, after the second main dungeon, there's a little side quest where known as Endless Night, where for lore reasons, Ganondorf uses his magic in order to basically prevent the daytime from coming, and it's an endless storm. And that during that time, you come across Tetra and her pirate crew, and you have to get the bombs that they apparently stole from a bomb shop, because the bomb shop at first was selling the bombs for exorbitant prices, often requiring like upwards of 10,000 rupees for bombs, and the pirates were simply having none of that. And Link is able to get the bombs himself in order to get the... There's these pearls that you have to collect in order to get to the Tower of the Gods, and that was the only way that you could get it. You could find out on your own.
In the game, unless you have the item. But this is the one exception in the whole game. This is the one drop in the game where it's hard-coded to give you a bomb.
Okay.
Why is that important? Well, do you remember that bomb bag I got earlier? Well, it never gave me the bomb.
Yeah, it's just a bomb bag upgrade. It's not the bombs themselves. The bombs are as separate items. Like in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, especially if you know the randomizers, there are 3 distinct bomb bags that you can get. There's like the base bombs, and then there's like the big one, and then the biggest one. And the same thing holds true for the bow as well. But in this game, the bow and the quivers are 2 separate items, and then the bombs and the bomb bags are also 2 separate items.
But if I pick up this one bomb...
Okay, so picking up those arrows didn't give you the bow, but picking up this one bomb gives you the bombs, and I guess that's why we needed to get the bomb bag upgrade.
Adds the bomb icon.
Yeah, that's a new addition to the run that I haven't seen before.
To my inventory, allowing us to finally skip the pirate ship for the...
Oh yeah, yes. So we needed to visit the pirate ship to get the bombs, as I mentioned earlier.
Longest time we had to actually go to the pirate ship.
No, this is exciting. No, that's really cool.
And get the bomb.
It's another one of those, I guess a technicality maybe.
Because it was essential that you have the bombs to be able to defeat and cope through the HD version of this game.
Yes.
But thanks to that one guaranteed bomb drop existing, it adds the icon to your inventory. And now you can simply pick...
And now we can skip this door.
Up, and since I got the bomb bag already, I have usable bombs. And
yes, and here we can do something called I think this is a roll clip, which I've never been able to do a roll clip because it's like frame perfect, but
we can skip the trials, which skip...
Yes, you pick out a bomb, backflip, use the Deku Leaf.
Well,
oh wait, no, this isn't a roll clip. This is a ledge clip.
Every single
and then you use the bomb to push yourself out of bounds.
Boss. Just clip out of bounds with the use of the bomb, and then we can leave around the out of bounds section.
Yes, and this zone is, and then this loading zone is always there.
Into the loading zone to get to the very end of the game. And now, once I'm here, we're just gonna keep doing more amazing, beautiful.
Oh, and then that's a little trick.
Item slide movements.
Let's
and
go.
Then I'm going to jump down to Phantom Ganon's maze. Now, this maze is always.
Yes, this normally the way that it works is that you would defeat the Phantom Ganons that spawn here, and wherever his sword lands is the direction that you're supposed to go. However, the path that you take in this section is always the same, no matter how many times you play through the game. So if you have it memorized, then you don't need to defeat Phantom Ganon here at all.
It's the same, so you can write this down if you want to. By the way, you don't have to actually defeat him and look at the sword every time.
Right.
It's always going to be down, left, and once again, I'm gonna item slide through all of this. But
yeah.
Anyways, it's down, left, up. And then the last 3...
Really? So some swimmers get disqualified for going too fast? How do you do that?
It's left, right, up.
Oh, hold on. Had to sneeze again. Yeah. I have on my phone, whenever I play Randomizer, I always have a map of it on my phone so that I don't have to, like, memorize it. Which, by the way, we still need to do some randomizers at some point. Equalization of competition. To provide a resource for official or event directors to create a fair competitive environment. It only happens at regional. But wouldn't you want to at least try to go fast? Wouldn't you want to be the fastest, though?
And that's it. That's the whole maze.
And here you have to defeat, you have to defeat Phantom Ganon legitimately.
And same exact thing as before.
Yeah, you see how the sword fell towards the door. That's obviously where you would have to go.
I picked up the quiver, you might have already guessed it.
Yes, as soon as you need the quiver in order for this to actually be real.
Picking up the bomb bag gives you usable bombs, but not the icon. Picking up the quiver gives you usable arrows, but not the icon. But if you pick up the light arrows in this chest, not only does it add the bow to your inventory, it adds the third and final bow.
Yes, that's I mentioned this earlier. When you get the light arrows here, then it gets you the fire and ice arrows as well. Yeah, happens in the short distances. All right, like normally you get the regular bow, and then you get the fire and ice arrows later, and then you get the light arrows. But here, as long as you have the quiver upgrade, you can go directly to the light arrows, and then you have the fire and ice ones as well.
Upgrade, meaning not only to have the bow,
although in a randomizer, it doesn't really work that way, so...
And usable arrows thanks to the quiver upgrade, I have fire, ice, and light arrows, which is essential to beating the game.
Right.
So now, I can simply take out the light arrows, shoot Phantom Ganon,
and there we go.
And we are now ready to head to the end of the game. And this right here is
Poggy.
where the run is going to start getting way more difficult. If you are doing
Yeah.
a real life...
Oh, yes. Here we're about to come across Puppet Ganon. And normally you need certain items in order to defeat Puppet Ganon, but all you really need is the light arrows and the Deku Leaf. I mean, there are other things that you need in order to get there. One of the items that's missing from his inventory is the hook shot, which is normally required in order to get to the final boss, Ganondorf. But we have ways around that, so Linkus will be showing that off.
Doing it for a PB.
And in the corner it says Cambia Frecce.
This is usually where things start to go wrong. Because if you thought that this run hadn't been broken already, it gets turned up to 11.
Let's go.
So I'm going to item slide all the way
Yeah,
up there.
the light arrow one-shots enemies, basically.
I'm going to kill every single one of these enemies right here. Once I've done that, I am now going to do back-to-back 4 glitches. So the
Okay, oh right, we have another cutscene that we need to skip.
first thing I'm going to do is I want to clip
I think we're skipping another cutscene.
out of bounds right here. Because the second you enter this propaganda room, there's a really, really long cutscene.
Right.
I do not want to go.
No shit.
If you climb up on this tower, and then you climb up here and do a frame-perfect side hop,
There.
you can clip out of bounds right here. Then, if I walk out of bounds, carefully alongside this ledge, I can do the exact same glitch that I did with Forsaken Quarters 2.
Oh, yes. So I'm guessing we're doing the pause strat.
Frame-perfect side hop, opening up the pause strat.
Yes.
And then, I can simply just save and quit with pause storage into the cutscene. That lets me...
Oh, and here, if you notice his sword, you can see the faint glowing of his sword. Here, in this cutscene, like, in the game, when you first get the Master Sword, it's powered down, and the sword is not at its full power. You have to go through the Earth Temple and the Wind Temple in order to power up the Master Sword. But here, this cutscene grants you the fully powered Master Sword, and it grants you the Mirror Shield as well. So you don't even have to do either of those dungeons.
Skip the whole cutscene, because once again, cutscene got activated. I then save and quit. That skips the whole thing.
Yes, and this is faster than watching the cutscene. And now we just go straight for it.
Start off trying to fight it. But unlike every other route you ever watched for any percent, we have...
And as you can see, he's got the mirror shield on his back, which you're supposed to get it in the Earth Temple, but that cutscene gives it to you automatically.
Fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, found a way to skip the Phantom Ganon fight for the...
Oh yes, I know about this as well.
Here's how it works. We're going to go to the very, very back of this arena, and then I'm...
Oh, are we doing something? Are we doing zombie hover?
Going to grab this pot...
Oh, wait.
Right here in this corner. And I'm now going to start pause buffering, because...
Oh, is this a new trick? I'm not aware of what's going on here.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause buffer until Puppet Ganon's hand is touching the pot. Once that happens, I'm now going to start holding my analog stick to climb on the pot.
Oh, are we gonna get out of bounds? Oh, is he doing it to get out of bounds? Oh! Yeah, okay, alright, I see. Like, I know that in the original version, there's a variation of this fight where you do a ledge clip on some platforms along the wall, and then... Now, this requires you to get an item called the Picto Box, which is basically a camera, and you use the Picto Box in order to load in some tiny little enemies that normally spawn at the top of the tower, and then you attempt to shoot those enemies with a fire arrow in hopes of burning the lid on another pot that you just climbed up on in order to warp to the top so that you skip the fight. Although it's like a 2 and 3, it's like a 66% chance that it actually works.
Puppet Cannon has so much force that he pushes me out of bounds through the wall, pops.
I'm guessing we're going to be trying that out here.
Outside of the arena, and I am now on the
But on the original version, you need the Picto Box in order to load them in. But here, it's already loaded because of the Wii U's better hardware.
Other side while the fight is going on. Why is this useful, you might ask? Because by being able to be outside of the arena, I can go further out, meaning that I can have a clear shot.
Yes, yes, there's some little enemies called morts. They look like little spurs,
all the way up to the very top.
Or burrs. The little spiky, well, I don't know if they exist in New Zealand, but...
Of the Puppet Cannon route. And at the very top, there is something very important, and that,
yeah.
my friends, is morts.
Yes, this is a morph, and you shoot it with a fire arrow, and then the fire, there's another pot just like this at the top of the tower. You would use these in order to warp back and forth, and the one that's at the top has a wooden lid, and if you shoot a fire arrow on this, then there's a chance that the fire could light the lid, and then allow you to use the warp pot, but it's like a 60-cent. There's some plant whose seeds are... I'm talking about a plant whose seeds are very spiky, and people use those in order to make Velcro.
Basically, when you go to the top of the arena, you're going to see 3
I can probably show you what they look like in a moment.
morphs that are positioned around.
Yes, these. Like, you would shoot a fire arrow in a particular way that it catches on fire, and that it would bounce on top of this pot, and it would burn off the wooden lid. Or, I guess it would be better to examine this one, since my avatar is not in the way there, so...
Round the fire pot. That is around the warp pod at the top. Now, this might seem to a casual like it's not that important. However...
It's very important.
What we can do is we can get a very, very precise shot from below and shoot the morph with a fire arrow. He will bounce because he has a death animation. And if you get lucky, the morph can bounce far enough...
Yes, like that. Or, here, let me rewind that for those who are curious.
He will bounce because he has a death animation. And if you get lucky, the morph can bounce far enough...
That's what this is what we're trying to replicate from way down there. And it's a 2 and I think it's a 2/3 chance of it happening.
To light the warp pod on fire, clearing...
That way you can skip the fight here.
The pot. And if that is done correctly, Puppet Cannon could be skipped. So, here is one side. If you listen to the audio carefully, you can hear that he's actually going to be able to hit all the way from the bottom.
Yeah, you can usually tell when the enemy is hit because it leaves a distinct sound effect. It's very faint. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I heard it.
Right there, you heard he got hit. And then I'm going to do the same thing from the other side of the arena. And there is the second shot. Now, you might be wondering why I've been speaking about how exciting this glitch is, but also saying that it's both the best and the worst thing in the...
Yes, because there's a chance that it doesn't happen.
And that is because the death animation of the morph is actually RNG-based.
Yeah, it's RNG. One of the things that gets brought up in speedruns is RNG, or random number generator, which determines a lot of things and how games operate.
So, if I try and enter this warp pod right now, I got...
Oh, and we...
RNG.
And we got it. There we go. Let's go.
I'll put some clips up on the screen right now showing you how far the morph bounces each time you shoot them. Is
it's random.
Totally luck-based. It's not angle-based. Meaning sometimes you will have a short bounce.
Yes, like like that. Sometimes that could happen, and so it doesn't get, and so the pot lid doesn't get lit on fire.
And it doesn't light the pot on fire. And
right.
Sometimes you will have a far bounce, and he will light the pot on fire. So every run you do...
Yeah, it's completely random.
You only have about a 33%...
Oh, 33. It was like, it's either 1/3 or it's 2/3. So it's 1 in every 3 chances. And then every time you fail, you have to reset and do all of this setup again, and it wastes quite a bit of time.
Chance of actually getting past Puppet Cannon through this skipping method. But if you get lucky and you hit the 1 in 3 chance, your run is now really, really good. But we have one more...
Yes, and the next trick is what's known as the zombie hover, which he'll explain in a moment.
And that, my friends, is this. How do you...
Or in this case, it's like normally you see this little target here. Normally, you need the hook shot in order to get up here, and the hook shot is usually acquired in the Wind Temple, which is the second to last dungeon in the game. But we never went to the Wind Temple, so we don't have the hook shot.
Get up to the final part. I don't have the hook shot.
Yeah.
That is where the morphs comes in for a second time. I'm
Right.
going to start by quickly taking down damage. So I have
Oh
a
no!
quarter of a heart.
Careful, Linkus.
Of damage.
Yes, we have to. We're about to do something called the zombie hover.
And now, what I am going to do is I am going
Okay. Yes.
to basically kill this morph and have him grab me at the same time. And
Yes.
why is this important? Because if you kill a morph with an arrow like this, it doesn't drop anything. However,
But if you kill it with a sword, it'll drop a heart because we're down to like a quarter heart left, which means we're one hit from dying, and that's very, very important for the zombie hover.
if you kill the morph with your sword,
It drops a heart.
it drops a heart piece. Why?
It's not a heart piece, it's just a recovery heart. Get your terminology correct.
It this way, they're evil. They are pure evil, and they probably just didn't want to have any risk of puppet gan and accidentally damaging the morph's foot.
Oh, yeah, that
Now,
could
what my
happen.
objective is to have him drop a heart piece, but there's a problem. I don't want to kill the morph.
Yeah, we have to hit it while also letting it latch onto the body.
By slashing my sword. But that is where the delayed morph glitch comes into play. So if you stand a perfect distance away from the morph and then you slash your sword,
Yes.
what happens is on the same frame that the morph gets slashed with the sword, he gets picked up on Link's body,
Yeah.
which delayed to death. And then what I'm gonna do
So yeah, it's supposed to die, but...
is roll while the morph is on me,
And then we have
roll
to...
the morph to move further away from me.
And yeah, we have to use the Deku Leaf in order to blow it
What I
away.
have officially done now is I have made the game
We have to use the Deku Leaf in order to blow it up onto that platform
activate a
there.
trigger saying, hey, Link killed
And we have to make sure that it's in a very particular spot before we do the zombie hover.
the morph with the sword. But what it's also allowed me to do is let me blow this morph over in this general area, which is very important because I need to somehow get on top of this platform and be alive, which is quite difficult because I don't have the hook shot. So what I'm gonna
Yes, and then the morph can clearly just clip
do is I'm
through
gonna blow
whatever the
morph
floor
onto
is.
this platform, and then I'm going to very carefully
Yes,
trick
just
the
like
morph
this.
onto standing on this edge. And here comes one of the very difficult glitches right here. This right here
Yes, and this is where the zombie hover comes in.
is the zombie hover. What I am going to do is I'm going to shoot the morph with an arrow shot.
Yes.
This is going to make the morph die, and it's going to
And then it'll spawn in the heart.
start the heart.
Because we originally hit it with the sword, which would allow it to spawn a heart. So,
Then I am going to take out a
and then here it comes. And then you have to mash. You have to mash the B and A buttons. And then normally you're supposed to die here, but there's a singular frame where you can attempt to do a jump attack. But if we do that multiple times, then
damage myself down to 0 hearts of damage. In this moment,
hold on.
the game
You'll
is
you'll
going
see.
to try and kill Link. However, there is a small window where I'm able to perform an input, where normally the game would heal me with a fairy, but I don't have one. So this gap just exists where I can do any inputs. Now, if I were to press A right there, I will gain some height.
Ready?
However, if I follow that up by mashing
Then here we go. You gotta mash the buttons, and this is the zombie
over
hover.
again, I will continue to gain more and more height because I am spamming jump slashes.
And there, and this heart, this is why we needed to do all that setup, so that we could collect the heart, and then we'll be revived. And then accostati.
That lets me zombie hover. That's why it's called zombie hover, because I'm technically sort of dead.
Yeah.
All the way up, land in the heart before it despawns, and I have officially skipped the hookshot.
But
I have now made it to the end of the game, and I'm officially ready to go and beat.
But here you gotta watch out, because normally those keys there, which are those bat enemies, they don't you wouldn't normally have to interact. Normally, as soon as that happens and you complete this glitch, you go straight to the Ganondorf fight. But you only have one heart, and all of Ganondorf's attacks do 1 heart of damage. And so you have literally 1 shot at beating the game.
Ganon. That, my friends.
So if you're not careful, you will die.
The end of the game, that is
And then you'd have to redo all of that all over again from the beginning.
how you skip every single item and make it all the way to Ganon. Now,
Yeah.
when you get up here and you're doing a top level time for a world record, you actually can opt to cutscene skip this final Ganon cutscene and redo everything I just said again with RNG. I quickly wanted to mention that. So if you want to, you could do a setup where you basically slash your sword into the loading zone and, do pause storage, save and quit back to the tower, run back. up to Puppet Cannon's room, do the more thing I just showed you all
Oh, yeah. Apparently that does save some time, and then you'd have to redo the Morph Hover.
all over again, get back into the loading zone, where then
And then the game, and then the fight starts.
Since this is just a no reset run, I do not have to do that, but that is something I just wanted to mention as like, just to tell you how absurd these speedruns are now in 2026. Either way, that being said, why don't we go and jump straight into the final boss fight, where we are finally ready to try and beat the game. Now, coming into this last fight, there is a brand new technique that lets you completely change how this fight has historically been done. Because
I can't wait to see. Vediamo se meritano la Triforza.
Have found a way to be able to get double hits in on Ganon.
Oh, so this is okay. There's a whole lot of new stuff that just got found out. That's exciting.
So look at this. So what I'm gonna do is walk over here, and then here we go.
Wait.
I'm going to do that very specific attack on him, and that is going to dealt enough damage.
Oh, okay, I see.
To finish his first cycle in literally one single attack like that. And then this is what we're gonna do. Bang.
Oh, wait, I know what he's talking about. Where you do a jump slash and then immediately go into a spin attack by spinning the analog stick.
Another double hit. So by basically manipulating Ganon in a very specific way, you can have it so that Link's hitbox is...
And now the last thing that we do is that we have Zelda shoot an arrow at us, and then we use our shield to bounce it back at Ganondorf.
Double hitting him each time, meaning that you are able to take down both the first and the second phase in only one jump spin attack. And then you simply do
There we go. And then time.
That's it. That is the whole fight of Ganon. Now done. Gone from what, a 2-minute fight where it used to be worse, to about a 30 to 40 second fight.
Yeah.
And that, my friend,
and you don't, and once again, you have to do this while operating on a normally you have to do this while operating on a singular heart, where one hit and you're done.
Is how crazy speedrunning Wind Waker HD is in 2026. What a journey. As someone who got into speedrunning the HD version of this game in 2016, when
It's been so long. The run has come a long way since then. Come, Sofia, il vento.
sledding was first discovered, and the speedrun at the time went from about 4 hours to 3.5 hours to now under an hour if done optimally. It has been a crazy journey. Now, I know this was not the most optimal time because it took quite a lot of time to stop.
Yeah, normally it's like under an hour.
Explain things, but if you are doing a top level or record sort of time, Wind Waker HD can now be beaten in about 45 minutes.
45 minutes, and let's down those numbers.
Which is crazy. But anyway, that being said, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see these runs live, by the way, you can check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Link7, where I'm...
Yeah, that's that. Okay, no, that was fun. That was a fun video. No, so much to explain, even if it ended up getting doubly explained. Okay, now I wanted to show Brett something real quick. Yes. These are burrs. I'm guessing you guys don't have anything like this. This is what the morphs look like. These are burrs. And from what I remember, I've been told that people use these in order to make Velcro out of. I'm guessing they don't have these in New Zealand. Apparently it's a type of weed, which doesn't really surprise me though. Like, what would happen is that these would get stuck on you would come across these plants, and then they would get stuck on your clothes, which is probably how someone got the idea for Velcro in the first place. Let me see if I can look up what their botanical range is. Where are they located? Because they're all over. Because they're all over here around where I live. They're pretty much everywhere. Yeah. Trying to... No, when I say location, I mean where in the world would they be located? That's what I'm asking. Because I know that there's some around where I live. Yeah, yes, it's a seed. It's a seed, dry fruit, or infructescence. That's a word I haven't seen. And apparently there's like different species from what I can tell. The burr of burdock. Yes, this one. This one's apparently Europe and found in Eurasia. As I know different types of, there's like, oh, it's not even a specific type of plant. It's an umbrella term for a wide variety of plants. Okay, okay. What's this one? This one's South American. The soft agrimony. Where is it? Found in the east of the Mississippi River. Where is it? This one doesn't give a location though. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm sure you guys have similar looking plants that stick to clothes, among other things. I almost knocked a water bottle over and it almost spilled. But unfortunately, we couldn't get to the Geography Now video. Well, this was basically just a gaming type stream. That's just all games. We looked at Sonic, we looked at Yu-Gi-Oh, DDR, and Zelda. We will look at the Kingdom Hearts 3 cursed mod on Wednesday. We'll definitely dedicate a large portion of the stream to that. But I gotta get to bed so that I can wake up for Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals tomorrow. We will be back. We will be back on Monday night to continue our playthroughs of Sonic Adventure 2. I looked up where Knuckles' sunglasses are. So, but I'll have to figure out where all of the other power-ups for some of the other characters are. We'll try to do as much as we can and just go from there, but, you know. Apparently, this was a very slow stream at that, too. Which, nothing wrong with that, but it does... But, yeah, I'm sure some people might be busy with whatever the hell, but, yeah, I'll be back on Monday so that we can continue our playthrough, so take care, everyone.